Hello everybody and welcome to the Lotus Fire Showroom. My name is Pyrus Mannerburst and we're live today with sorry, I was about to say Exo Colonist and I'm slightly incorrect. We haven't turned that game on yet. So let's start by hiding Lum. He's not present here. We don't want to see his face during this. Sigma and I will be watching the Nintendo Direct from today. I got spoiled two things. One, because someone screamed in all caps in a Discord server I follow. And two, because when I set the video up, it said so on the right. So here we go. We're going to be sitting through this. We're going to be enjoying ourselves, hopefully. And we got some good news. So, I don't hear any sounds. There we go. So, usual stuff. We like to skip through all the fluff and whatnot. Okay, Luigi. Hello? Starting off strong. This is a Mario and Luigi game, isn't it? Based off the graphics, I'm saying this. I'm here for it though. Okay, a Mario and Luigi game on a portable on a Switch would be interesting because they've never done it on a.
Luigi.
Oh goodness, he's the bees. The bees gave them superpowers. Hell yes. Okay. They're doing the cell shading stuff. I mean, it doesn't look bad. Oh, okay, that's cool. So I've played Superstar Saga and Bowser's Inside Story and a little bit of Dream Team, but I have not played all of these games. Was the implication there that Mario is lighter than Luigi? Okay. Looks like they got teleported to a different world, too. This is a good way to start off their Nintendo Direct, if I'm being honest. Mario and Luigi's a beloved series. Fighting electricity dudes? Okay, but I kinda like that though. Not the enemies, but the way that the attacks seem to work in this game. Okay. So we got the outlet characters and the electric characters. Bowser, of course, has to make an appearance. Woohoo! Mario and Luigi. Come on, give us the title. Brothership. Okay. Not what I thought. November 7th. They're releasing it? Okay. No, I was going to say Pokemon Day. That's the 21st.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, good way to start your stream, my friend.
Almost 9 years. Mario and Luigi.
Really, Dream Team's been 9 years? Unless they're not counting the
to a seafaring adventure that's with Mario and Luigi.
The 3DS or Wii U crossover.
Bring the
game.
championship. World Championships is heading to the Nintendo Switch system.
NES Nintendo World Championships.
To action.
You get the speed run stuff.
Challenge and perfect
Interesting.
Like tricks to help you improve.
Not
put your
for me.
skills to the test in survival mode, where yours will be even standing.
You just get a bunch of challenge
July
runs for
18th,
games you already know.
Containing
That's
a
kind of
physical
lit,
version of the
not gonna
game
lie.
and other. The final battle of Fairy Tail is about to
Hello?
begin.
Of all the things I expected to see on a Nintendo Direct, Fairy Tail was not one of them.
Relive the climactic Alvarez Empire arc from the hit anime
This is Fairy Tail
in this action
2.
RPG.
I was gonna joke about it, but yeah, this is the RPG sequel.
Set in the vast kingdom of Fiore.
The original
Team
RPG
Natsu
wasn't the
prepares
greatest
to
game I
finish
played in
their
my life.
fight.
I'm surprised they got...
Engage in
They got-
real-time battles and
Oh,
unleash
whoa.
powerful attacks that fuse different kinds of magic based on who's in your party.
Wait, hold up. Real-time battles now?
Work together with your teammates to take
Are you
down
lying to me?
powerful
Because the first game
enemies.
wasn't real-time whatsoever. Oh wow, big
Fairy
spoiler,
Tail
that's the final
2
boss.
Launches on Nintendo Switch this winter.
I don't know how to feel about this. If they make it like a Warriors type game,
Embark
I'm
on a
down.
multi-dimensional journey.
Okay.
From Final Fantasy series creator Hironobu Sakaguchi
Okay.
and composer Nobuo Uematsu comes the turn-based
all-sarcastic.
RPG Fantasian. The world is slowly being robbed of its civilization. To
It's giving
restore
near.
his memories, Leo must confront an evil entity threatening all mankind.
Okay.
Skills are the ticket to winning battles. Adjust a skill's trajectory to target multiple enemies at once.
Okay, that's interesting.
You can also send enemies you've encountered to a separate dimension and fight them later.
Excuse me? I feel like I've seen this
The
before,
more
but
enemies
what?
there are, the more you can wipe out in one shot.
Right, I feel like also the more hits you're gonna take if you don't.
Now, let us save the world together.
Okay, that's a little suspicious. Multiverse stuff.
Fantasian Neo Dimension launches on Nintendo Switch this holiday.
I might have to watch that actually.
Another sport is coming to Spoko Square.
Oh wow, you guys can actually update this game. That's right. Basketball.
Basketball
And
is
it's
being
not just
added as a
three-pointers?
free update to the Pass
Hell yeah.
and shoot
I'm not buying this
that you
game.
can within the battle. Worldwide in 2 Nintendo Switch.
You know that's kind of cool though. All right, what are we looking at? Okay, you're plugged into stuff. That's like okay. Okay, I was gonna say that's like quite birth simulation, but hey, there we go. Literally same. Okay. Metroidvania style game? Yeah. Definitely that. Why are you beating on him? He let you get up. Okay, you can climb walls with your weird hair strand things. Metroidvanias are becoming a very popular genre. Mio Memories in Orbit. That was by Focus Home Entertainment? Focus Entertainment. Okay.
It's an array
it's
of
about as much as we
cartoon
can get.
classics.
Oh, okay. So that's
Leap
gonna be
into a
like
new update for Disney Illusion
DuckTales!
Island. Monoth's greatest detective is solving a mystery, and only
Okay, no, it's
Mickey
an
and
update
friends
for a
can help.
game.
In the brand new adventure, Mystery and Monoth. Uncover hints and evidence, secret lodge, later.
That's cool. I don't play Illusion Island. This is Animal Crossing Hello Kitty Island Adventure. Oops.
Custom
Hello
and the
Kitty!
New Pal Adventure launch this wacky sports game.
We got a
Play as
sports
Bugs
game
Bunny,
with the
Daffy
Looney Tunes
Duck,
squad.
Porky Pig, and more. Power of Acme
We know the
across
Looney
iconic
Tunes,
levels
thanks.
In up to 4-player local co-op. But
It's like a
watch
party
out
game?
for falling anvils. Looney Tunes Wacky World of Sports. Folks, new
Alright.
crewmate
Yeah.
and imposter roles are being added to
we get
Among
roles,
Us.
baby.
Alert others when eliminated as a noisemaker. Plant tracking devices on others as a tracker. Or turn
You're allowed to do this?
invisible while taking out players as a phantom. Suss things out when this free update for Among Us sneaks onto Nintendo Switch.
That was a good
later
way to use the
today.
word sus in this scenario.
A monster
make it
army
weird.
is at your command.
That's the same graphics engine they're using for the Fairy
This
Tail
is
video game.
Felicidad, a realm of monsters.
Underworld
Those who command and
Felicidad.
raise them are called Farmagia and play a vital role in the land's civilization.
Look at that.
10, a
Look at that
Farmagia
Digimon there.
must rise up against the oppressive
Okay, I
Magus.
was joking.
10, a Farmagia
But this-
must rise up against the oppressive Magus to stop his vicious reign of the underworld.
I was right.
Raise monsters and lead them into the fight against
And it's
the
designed by
Magus'
Marvelous,
army.
who made the first Fairy Tail game,
Plant
I think.
seeds, then cultivate.
So it's a
and
it's a
harvest them
monster
to make your
collector
buddies
slash
come to life.
farming game.
They can then
Okay.
be trained for battle.
The key perspective is, do they evolve?
Give commands to your monsters and exploit enemy weaknesses in action-packed
Hey.
combat.
You can play multiple characters, or you can change your appearance.
Merge all of the battle buddies in your party
Nope,
to
multiple
call forth a
characters.
giant fusion summon and wreak havoc on your foes.
That's not evolution. No way we're calling that horse Sleipnir when it
Join the
only has
rebellion
4
to
legs.
Stop the Magus in Farmagia, launching on Nintendo Switch November 1st.
Farmagia. Far from what I'm gonna buy. I don't think I'm gonna buy this one. Hero Mashima's fun, but... Oh, another Donkey Kong Country game?
Donkey Kong Country Returns, originally released on the Wii system, is barreling onto
Not-
Nintendo Switch.
Not a
in
new one.
HD.
It is an HD
The
remake.
villainous Tiki Tak tribe has hypnotized the local wildlife and stolen Donkey Kong's precious banana horde.
It's always the bananas. Oh, they got the freaking brand
Obstacles
on
in
his
the
hat
way?
now.
Just stomp him. Pound him.
Just stomp.
And roll on through.
The closest thing to a
Each
Donkey
level
Kong
is
Country game I
filled with
finished is Jungle
hijinks,
Beat.
but they're no match for these top bananas. From manic minecarts to high-flying rocket barrels,
Like, we did beat
and even
64 on
hitching a
stream, but
ride
that's
on
it.
Rambi. There are plenty of transportation methods available.
Except this
Pass
isn't
the
published by
Joy-Con
Rare.
controller
This
to
isn't
a
developed by
buddy for
Rareware, I
two-player
don't think,
local
right?
co-op. 80 appealing levels are in store.
That's good. We know what Donkey Kong Country
Switch system,
is. I don't
January
hate it.
16th.
Yeah, I don't think it's developed by Rareware. Why are you talking? Okay, this is one of the things I was spoiled about. I'm pretty sure this is the Zelda game. Echoes of something? Oh, whoa, it is not! This is Dragon Quest III! With the Octopath graphics? Hello! Right after I finish it on my own, too. I don't know if it's gonna change anything, like, overall.
To face
Like, why?
the Archfiend on an epic
Wow.
adventure.
It looks a lot better, I'm not gonna lie. Is it gonna be worth playing a second
Memorable
time?
Encounters. Perplexing challenges.
What's the little dude with the turban? I don't know what that class is.
And formidable monsters await.
Oh, I don't know if I like the way they
An
designed the
iconic
angles, though.
RPG remade.
They're trying to
in
keep it as
HD
much as
2D.
possible like the original like perspective, I suppose, but they're making it like a weird.
Forge your own path.
It creates a weird effect. It's not bad. It just creates a weird effect. Oh, we got
The
flashbacks.
legacy
That's new.
begins.
That implies they're gonna make more HD 2D, so they might do 2 and 1 as well.
Dragon Quest III HD 2D Remake. Coming
Remake.
to Nintendo Switch, November 14th.
I don't trust Nintendo when they use the word remake, but I might keep an eye on this because it is a remake, not just a remaster. Oh, there's more. There's Dragon Quest 1 and Dragon Quest 2, so they're gonna remake the entire trilogy. Bum, 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 ba-da, bum, ba-da, bum, 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 bum. Sorry. This here could be interesting because this implication here. This is either the logo of the collector's edition they're gonna sell, or they're trying to hint subtly that we're gonna see the other trilogies in HD 2D remakes too. Because up until now, 4, 5, and 6 are also only available either in 3D remakes by themselves, or as
Nintendo
remasters.
ダイレクトをご覧の皆様堀井雄二です
Ah,
ドラゴンクエスト3の映像いかがでしたかようやく発売日を発表できて僕も嬉しく思います
yes.
そし
Okay,
て
but
今
they're
日
separate.
サプライズで発表した決定しました
Yeah, good.
B12 の
Sorry, I don't
順
wanna
番で
interrupt them, but-
プレイしてもらうとあとどうぞ
So, yeah, he's
どちらも
telling us to play them in
ぜひ楽しんでもらえ
chronological
たら
order.
嬉しい
Thank you,
cool.
Mr. Hori. Oh, and HD
Moving
2D.
Moving on. What's new?
Let's have
Put the fun. No.
John Marty McFly.
No, no,
He-Man
no,
covered
no,
with movies,
no.
crafted gadgets,
It's already an
narratives to
awful
extend
fucking-
Star Galactica. They're certainly not
It's
toying
already an
around.
awful,
Unbox
awful
the
cash grab
universe.
of a thing.
When Funko Fusion pops onto
And now they're
Nintendo
making it a
Switch,
Skylanders
September
game.
13th.
Ay, 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 ay. No, I bet it's not even. You don't even have to buy the cat.
We've got
I hope
a
you don't have to buy
smorgasbord
the
of spooky,
things.
silly, and strategic games.
Okay, I want a Fire Emblem announcement. Today's the day. Come on, it's
Ready
time.
for
You
an
just released.
adventure of ghoulish proportions?
Right, there's Luigi's Mansion HD 2. Gotcha.
Meet the quirky little Dempa Man. Find him, catch him, and lives and battle monsters.
Literally Dampa Men.
Customize
It's an
all
RPG
sorts of outfits. Plus, up to 4 man is free to play in this tower
Free to play,
defense
so it's like
installment of the Metal Slug
Metal
series.
Slug Attack Reloaded.
Take control of your forces and pulverize enemy strongholds. Build out your decks to
That's a tower attack, not tower defense.
online switch system. Bark on an expedition of the damned in this eagerly awaited
Oh,
sequel
Darkest
to the
Dungeon
gothic
2.
roguelike
Okay,
events in a
alright. I don't mean to skip too much, but I do want to get to Exo in this one day.
More classic titles are on the way.
I don't pay for that, so...
Team up online
Swords
to
Advent-
explore
no, just 4
randomized
swords. Okay,
dungeons
cool.
in The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past 4 Swords.
Randomized? Are they?
Experience
Metroid Zero
the-
Mission, very cool. The remake of the
Plus,
original.
coming to the new Nintendo 64, Nintendo Switch Online Mature 17 Plus collection of games.
Okay. Turok. I bet I
Brave
know
the
someone who's gonna be
dangerous
really
lost
ecstatic
land
about
to
that.
stop the campaigners' nefarious schemes in Turok, Dinosaur Hunter.
Okay, moving on. Perfect Dark.
Now
actually.
with on Nintendo Switch
GoldenEye,
Online Plus
probably.
expansion pack members, set
That's it?
sail
That's
to
all you're
save
announcing?
the day.
Another Disgaea game? Are we up to Disgaea 7
This
now?
is Verona, a young woman with the ability to communicate with phantoms.
No, but it is the Disgaea squad.
I will take all of this girl.
Join her on a journey to save her friend Ash. In this
Okay.
new installment in the Phantom Brave series,
I didn't realize that was a series.
take on tactical turn-based battles, where you'll combine the phantoms you befriended with objects in various ways.
Okay.
Combine phantoms with certain objects to maneuver them.
Slightly different mechanics, but still looks like it plays very similar
Combine
to
with
a
a
Disgaea
cannon to
game.
attack a large
Only instead
area.
of a grid base, it's a circle based like movement system, much like
A
Arc the
fan
Lad
to
was,
blow enemies around.
or the more recent games, I guess.
Or combine with Marona herself for show-stopping
Oh my
abilities that
goodness,
can
they've got
turn
magical
the
girl
tide of battle.
transformations.
Phantom Brave,
that's cool.
the Lost Hero, launches on Nintendo Switch next year.
Next year. Thanks for the specific dates.
This
that was
one's
cool,
gonna take
but-
you for a ride.
Won't take it for so. Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
7 arcade games featuring Marvel and Capcom characters are fighting their way onto Nintendo Switch as one collection.
Oh wait,
Clash
like
in
1, 2,
X-Men
and 3,
versus Street Fighter.
or is it just the 7 remakes?
Duke it out in Marvel vs. Capcom 2: New Age of Heroes.
There,
Take down
okay,
the Kingpin
MVC2.
and the beat-em-up side-scroller The Punisher.
There's a game with
and
the,
more.
okay. All right, what do they got? We got Punisher, MVC2, MVC, Marvel Superheroes vs. Street Fighter, which is another, okay, X-Men vs. Street Fighter, an X-Men game, and Marvel Superheroes game.
Hit up training mode to polish your fighting skills and combos.
That's cool. They didn't have that in the
Select
no, I think
online
they might
mode
have,
to
but they don't
challenge
have the like
rivals around the world.
combo training
In the Punisher.
online for it, of course.
You can also
Nick
cross
Fury.
over to the museum to view artwork.
Why is his face
You can
bleeding?
also
Cyclops
cross
is
over
good.
to
I wanna take you
Alright,
for a ride.
Nintendo Switch this year.
Won't take it for a ride. That's immediately why I knew that was that. Right? Another Mario game? This is a Mario Party game, isn't it? Okay.
The latest game in the Mario Party series takes place on an enormous island resort.
Are you gonna give it a number,
Get ready
or
to
are we gonna get
jump
another
into
trash
the
like?
biggest selection of Mario Party minigames yet in Super Mario Party Jamboree.
Super Mario
First,
Party
let's see some of the
Jamboree?
new boards where you'll compete to collect the most stars.
Oh, is it an actually new Mario Party
Take
game?
the escalators to travel between floors in Rainbow.
And it looks like you're
Galleria.
playing by yourself, so you're not like
Use
in 9 and 10.
coins to get a star at half price when they're on flash sale. But act fast. Ride around and stay on track in Roll'em Raceway. With the new
Mario
Turbo
Party-
Dice item,
this Mario
you
Party
can
game
move
looks
up to
cool.
40 spaces with a lucky
I am
roll.
nostalgia bound to buying a
Here
Mario
on
Party
Google
game. I
Lagoon,
can't believe
the
this.
ebb and flow of the
Oh, I
tide
haven't bought a
can
Mario Party
change
game
your
since
path.
8.
And things
That's not
really
true, I
get
bought
mixed up
Superstars
when the
and Super Mario
volcano
Party, but-
blows its top.
I just want a good Mario Party game again, man.
Along with 5 new game boards, 2 boards
What else
from
did they
previous
announce?
Mario Party games make their return.
I think Mario and Luigi's pretty good. That was a pretty good
Some
strong
mini-games
start.
with action-packed challenges, speed trials.
This
a
game
battle
looks
of
like I
wits,
want to watch it.
and
It's
more.
made by the original creator
And
of Final
some are
Fantasy as
controlled
well
by
as
gently
not Fairy Tail,
shaking or
as well as
tilting your Joy-Con
the
controllers.
same like sound designer. So
With over
Fantasia Neo
110
Dimension.
mini-games, there's a
How you
wide
doing, by the way,
variety
Biz?
to enjoy.
Mio looks interesting, but it is a
Also,
Metroidvania. They got this. Farmagia is another
Up to 20
game that
players
exists.
can go
The
head-to-head
Dragon
online
Quest 2
in the
HD
Coupe
thing
Athlon
was
mode.
already, it already
Compete
existed.
against your rivals and
It was
aim
already
for
announced.
first
It looks
place.
okay. It's a remake, so I don't
Try your
know.
best
I
to
don't know how to
come
feel
out
about
on
it. We'll
top.
see. This is all just reports and stuff.
Wait, there are even more new modes?
Yeah, they just made Mario
The
and
biggest
Luigi
Mario
Brothership is
Party
what it's
yet
called.
will soon be underway when the Super Mario Party Jamboree game launches on the Nintendo
Please don't
Switch
give us
system
Bowser
October
Party again,
17th.
but this time keep the original Mario Party like section good. Party mode good.
That was the
Give us story
latest
mode.
installment in the Mario Party.
Lit.
For the biggest, please take a look.
Oh, I know I should know those. This is the new Zelda game. Okay. This is the new Legend of Zelda game. Using the same kind of graphics that we had in Link to the Past, in Link's Awakening and the Link to the... No, it's Link's Awakening remake and... Like, Link Between Worlds. Thank you, Brain. You start the game off fighting Ganon? Okay, bye. Is it a roguelike Legend of Zelda game? That's a strange beginning. Because I feel like they wouldn't spoil the end, right? I wasn't expecting a full 3D Legend of Zelda game because they did just release Tears of the Kingdom in 2023. I want them to put more time into the next one. Not more time than Tears of the Kingdom, but just more time than a year. Echoes of Wisdom. So you get to play as Zelda in this one?
Hello everyone, I'm Eiji Aonuma, producer of the Legend of Zelda series. What you just saw was the latest installment, The Legend of Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom. This time around, Link has vanished. Now, it's up to Princess Zelda to step into the protagonist role. You
Okay.
might be thinking, will Zelda fight with a sword then?
Nope.
Here, we wanted to
But,
create a new
I mean, she
gameplay
can use a
style
rapier
that
in
breaks
some of the games,
conventions
so-
seen in past Legend of Zelda games with a top-down perspective. To explain more,
This
please
is
take
an
a
interesting
look at this
twist.
video.
As long as we keep the same gameplay that we have from other Zelda games, I'm happy because
Stolen away.
like you don't need to hit
Across the
people with a
vast
sword to have fun
lands
with the
of
Zelda
Hyrule,
thing. The main loop is the
Strange rifts have appeared and have taken many people,
the
including
puzzles
Link.
and the dungeons and stuff that
now
are more interesting
alone,
to these games.
Zelda meets the
well, in my
fairy
opinion.
Tri, receives a mysterious staff called the Tri-Rod, and sets off on a journey across
Do I get to beat
Hyrule
people up
to
with the
save
rod?
her kingdom.
Nice, she has a little hood.
By waving the Tri-Rod at a table she found, Zelda learned how to create an imitation of it called an echo. Once you learn an echo of something, you can recreate it whenever you'd like. Even if there's a
Okay.
wall blocking your path, you can create echoes of tables to get a leg up. Just like that.
Well, okay.
You can create wooden boxes,
Exploration's gonna be a lot
old
easier.
beds, and unusual things like water rights. How you use them
But I feel like
separately or
that's gonna make
together
it so that
is
you're gonna want to learn
entirely
things
up
and
to
then
you.
give it to people for side quests and such.
Learn and create echoes of
I
things
feel
you
like I've
find
seen
while
that in a game
exploring
before. I
Hyrule.
just don't remember where.
You might be surprised at what you discover.
Hey, that doesn't move. Good. So heaviness has something to do with it. It keeps us with the like
Even
creativity
battles will
that
look
people like
different.
in Breath of the
You
Wild
could
to
pick
a
up
certain
and
extent.
throw a rock echo, for example. That's not all, though.
Okay, that
You
just
can
kind of feels.
also
That part just
create
kind of feels like you're
echoes
bogging
of
down.
monsters. After doing so,
The
they'll
combat?
fight by your side. Monsters have different abilities, so choose the
What?
one you want to create based on the situation. Wisdom is key, after all.
Yeah, it looks like it's very much inspired by the Link's Awakening remake.
In a Hyrule without Link,
With
the
Impa.
fate of the kingdom
Zora.
is now
Woo!
in Zelda's hands.
Actually, this is interesting because it is
How was that?
it's
hope you
it's a bit of
enjoyed
like
this
a little
demonstration
like
of the
we haven't
echo
seen
of
a
the
lot of the
world which
top-down
channels
games
Princess
use
Zelda's
the
wisdom. There are a
world
lot
the
of
way that we
echoes
see
this
it
game.
in the other
To be
the
honest,
3D games.
I
So like
haven't found
Zora's
them
and
all
Deku
yet.
Shrubs don't really appear all that much.
How
like
you
this.
solve
It's cool.
puzzles and battle enemies will change.
It's cool. I don't know if I'm
depending
gonna
on
like
the
it,
echoes used.
like
In
playing it,
short,
but I like the
we've
concept, the little
created a
switch they
game
did to
where
it.
Each player's experience will be different. The Legend of
Not the
Zelda:
redid!
Echoes of Wisdom launches September 26th. A Nintendo Switch Lite system inspired by the Legend of Zelda series will also be available at launch. We
Literally
hope you're
every
looking
time they
forward
release
to
a Zelda
playing
game.
as Zelda in this new adventure.
Sorry, I'm just gonna.
Now, I'd like to return this
No!
moment I'd stolen away back to Mr. Takahashi.
I wonder what the tagline of the game is. Just Dance 2020 now. Like the Zelda DS Lite, yeah, exactly. 2025, okay, cool, yeah, I'm glad we did that. I don't care about... Honestly, the
A new
last one was
Lego
better
adventure
than...
is
what-
on the
oh,
horizon.
we're releasing the
It's the
PlayStation
world of Horizon
IP
in Lego form.
on
Join
a
the key
Switch?
hunter Aloy on a quest to save the world from an ancient
Is
evil.
that allowed?
Journey through lush landscapes. Dive deep into the cauldrons.
Look how big that
Climb
spear
up onto
is.
tall necks and traverse other locations inspired by the original game.
I am very
But be
interested to
careful.
see how they're gonna
Swarms
like
of machines are
adapt
lurking everywhere. Use
Horizon
an array of gadgets like
into
blast boots and
a
gravity
Lego
bombs
game.
to
Like,
hunt 'em down.
What do they
From the
consider
nimble
makes
watchers
Horizon a Horizon game?
To mighty sawtooths. You might
Like
even
we're
come
obviously gonna have to
across
fight the Lego
fearsome
monsters
Thunderjaw.
for like stuff probably.
As you progress, you can help Aloy rebuild her
Is
home
this gonna be canon?
and customize her appearance with lots of outfits. Come up with familiar faces
I'm
from the
not
world of
surprised that
Horizon
we
in
don't do
two-player
that.
local or online co-op.
Oh, online co-op. I don't know if they do that a lot with like Lego
Lego
games.
Ho-
Alright, it's not.
A
Ooh, they announced that
strange
during State
journey.
of Play. So. Okay, Stray.
The
It's not a
eyes of the
sequel.
cat
It's
is
just
fully
they're
clothed
porting
and
it. That's
through this
cool.
everyone is excited.
I don't hate Stray.
And fun.
I just haven't played it yet, actually.
Welcome home, Hobbit.
What?
If you've
Stop
ever
making Lord of the
wanted to
Rings games,
live
you
like
keep
a
messing them
hobbit
up.
From the Lord of the Rings. Now, a leisurely existence, nestled away in an idyllic,
I don't know how you can
quiet
mess up
corner of
Farm
Middle
Sim,
Earth
but-
can be yours.
Look at his
Customize your
feet.
appearance, decorate your home, and settle into life in the Shire. As a newcomer to the little haven of Bywater,
The way they
you'll
move.
befriend your neighbors,
It's
work
funny.
together to solve problems, and even share a meal or three. Explore,
most important,
garden,
it's
fish,
meals.
forage, and cook. The best way to build a Hobbit community is by hosting a dinner party with your
I
homemade
think you might have a
dishes.
cooking mini game.
Plus, you can trade with your neighbors for unique decorations or special ingredients for even tastier meals. Friendly hobbits and familiar faces await
Hey,
your arrival
Gandalf.
when Tales of the Shire launches on the Nintendo Switch system this holiday.
Okay.
Investigate, interrogate, checkmate.
Ace Attorney? I think that's also on the side. Of
Two Ace
This should
Attorney
be the-
spin-off games,
yeah.
including a sequel that was previously unreleased outside of Japan, are coming to
Cool.
Nintendo Switch as one collection.
I've never played any of
As
these.
the prolific prosecutor Miles Edgeworth, take the case out of the courtroom and investigate crime scenes.
You get to play as Ezra?
Gather information by interviewing people and inspecting evidence. Then use the power of logic to solve challenging original series
Logic?
character designer. Or all new hand-drawn
Alright,
character
sorry.
visuals from the original series character designer. Or swap
they're
to the
cool.
original sprites
You
for
can
a
get
more
the pixel
classic
arts?
look. Take a break from your investigation to explore the gallery, where you'll find character
I should get
art,
into this
music,
series, I think.
including
Capcom's a good
orchestral
enough company that I want to
arrangements,
give them
and
a
more.
go for it.
Past and present collide as you uncover the truth at any cost.
Also, in this case, you're not playing as Ace Attorney.
Ace Attorney
You're not playing as
Investigations
Phoenix Wright because
Collection
he's not.
launches on Nintendo Switch September 6th. Pre-orders begin later today. on
Yeah,
Nintendo
that's right.
eShop.
The Leighton games are also up there too, as like one of them that people like. They're kind of niche compared to Ace Attorney, I think. Even compared to Ace Attorney. So this is that Danganronpa game. That's not Danganronpa. I forget what it's called, but like. Oh, well, there you go.
なんだよこれ何なんだよ
The Layton games I've heard of a little bit, but I haven't seen a lot of them. They have a crossover with Ace Attorney, actually. Of this I know.
After a devastating attack by unknown assailants, Takumi Samino's life gets turned upside down. A mysterious school mascot suddenly appears.
Yokai Watch? He's got a brain in his head.
Manages to get out of harm's way. He's then forced
Last
to enroll
Defense
at the Last
Academy.
Defense Academy, along with 15 other students.
Homie's
Their
got a
mission
mechanical.
is to
Okay.
defend the school from hostile student enemies for 100 days.
It's a tactical RPG.
An academy shroud.
Can I get a
100
replay
days.
on that? That guy's got some kind of skeleton motorcycle?
An academy shrouded in secrecy. And the
That's not a
unavoidable
Danganronpa
loss of
character.
allies. Can Takumi survive this 100-day trial, colored by
Some people are gonna be
extreme
dying?
and
Okay.
despair, and return to his normal life? The creators of Danganronpa present the 100-line Last Defense Academy.
This is not the game I thought it
launching on
was.
Nintendo Switch early next year.
Okay. Tokyo Games.
Embark on a saga spanning generations.
Oh. Oh? Saga Frontier?
A full remake of
Or is it
Romancing
just
Saga
another
2 is
Romancing
marching
Saga?
on to
Okay.
Nintendo Switch.
But I haven't played the original. You said remake, but I bet it's just a
Rule and
remaster.
expand the Empire of Varen across multiple generations, while challenging the legendary 7 heroes who have turned to darkness.
Monet from One Piece?
In combat, use returning Saga features like glimmers to learn skills. And formations.
Man, I
to
really wish I
enhance
knew what that meant.
abilities.
Oh, formation. No, I hate that.
Turn-based battles have also evolved
I'm bad
into
at that.
timeline battles, where the
Hasn't
action
this game
order
learned
is
from when I
key.
was playing?
Innovative features like
The Alliance
United
Alive?
Attack can also help with strategy. How will you expand your empire?
I think that's the biggest reason I'm
And
afraid
in
of
which
playing these
order
games,
will
because you have to
fight the
think.
7 heroes.
Poseidon?
Every decision you make will dramatically alter
Hello,
the
darling.
course of the story. Safeguard your empire's future and protect your legacy
character.
from peril. Otherwise, the vengeful 7 heroes may emerge victorious. Romancing Saga 2: Revenge of the 7 launches on Nintendo Switch October 24th.
Okay.
We hope you're excited to experience
I can't
the
help you
full
with that.
remake of Romancing Saga 2. That's almost everything for today's Nintendo Direct.
What a name, Romancing
Next we'll be
Saga, right?
to experience-
Wait, what's the full name? Romancing Saga:
Nintendo
Revenge
Direct.
of the 7. Okay, cool.
Next,
Okay, stop talking. We're almost done. Give us the one. I know it's spoiled. I know what's coming. Thank you. It's this one. This is the one we've been wanting to see for 10 years. Yeah, you better fall. I would be so excited if someone hadn't spoiled this for me. Nope. Metroid Prime 4. I'm low-key mad that someone spoiled this for me. I can't blame him, because, like, you don't have to live your life, you know, knowing that I stream. Some people are nice because I've said it out loud before, like, hey, I'm gonna mute the chat if there's a thing, but I didn't mute this chat. Oh, baby, the space pirate theme. Oh! Turn that baby up. Oh, that's a nice little twist on it. My favorite part of these games, the scan visor is back. Let's go! Give me the date, actually. This is the first Metroid Prime game that has been released fully since, like, first full Metroid Prime game that's been released since the Wii era. If it ever releases. Yo, that guy's got shoulder spikes and he's got Metroids. I called it! I knew he was gonna be the bad guy. Okay, they still got me. That was Silex. He's a playable character in Metroid Prime Hunters. But he's also like, he stole some tech in Metroid Prime Galactic Federation Force is what it's called. 2025. God, it's still so far away. Oh, can we get the, can I get the, hang on.
that was a first look
No, it's not even like early 2025. They just said 2025. Can I get that last like? Ooh, ooh, hang on. Oh, this is gonna be a banger soundtrack.
That was a first look at Metroid Prime 4 Beyond.
First look, yeah.
After a very long time, we are finally able
See,
to share more information.
The thing
about
with this
title.
game is they had to start it
The
from
release is planned
scratch.
for 2025. So please wait a little bit
They're not
longer.
even sure when they're gonna
We
release
hope
it.
you're looking forward to Samus Aran's new adventure.
The Metroids look so good.
That's all for today's Nintendo Direct. Thank you for watching.
You're not a video game. It's not the same. You can't compare yourself. Not because video games are better, but because it's just not. It's not. You can't be on the same scale. That was expected. Cool. Okay. Let's boot up Exo Colonists first of all. I don't. I mean, there's not a lot of games that I'm like super hyped about. As usual, my endless cynicism when it comes to new games bites me in the butt a little bit. But that being said, Metroid Prime 4, I wish we had a release date. I just can't blame them for not having a release date because of the fact that like they changed the entire developer team over like the last 10 years. So Mario and Luigi looks pretty good. They're making another Mario and Luigi game. I just don't know if it's obviously not a day one buy. I don't think I'm gonna buy it day one. I have never bought a Mario and Luigi game day one. I think there's a couple like farming games again and some Metroidvania games that are coming out that are like, you know, they're kind of like out of the corner of my eye. I'm watching them like, yeah, I think it'll be a little interesting, but we're not gonna go wild for them just yet because we don't know what they've got. Like they're just giving us trailers, and trailers are very, very, very easy to manipulate. I think that's my issue. Is like you can manipulate trailers to look so cool. And then when you get to the actual gameplay stuff, when they don't talk about specifics in gameplay, it's like meh, right? So that's why things like things like just trailers that they show you like little things they're doing in game is like, oh, okay, but that's not like the actual like. Yeah, Ada's usually the one who likes the farming games. I don't play them a lot, so that's why I'm kind of like, ah, she's probably gonna look an eye. I gave an eye on Farmaglia, I think it's what it's called. It's a game. It's a game designed, character designer's Hiro Mashima. So I'm like, alright, Hiro Mashima, that's something. I literally joked that it was using the same graphics engine as the Fairy Tail games. And then they said, character designer, Hiro Mashima. I'm like, no way. They're releasing Fairy Tail 2, which is another RPG game based off the events that happens after the events of Fairy Tail, the RPG game. I didn't like the Fairy Tail RPG that much. I feel it was really grindy and long. And I didn't even finish it, actually. I'm not even in, like, it takes place around the Grand Magic games. I haven't even gotten to the Grand Magic games yet. And it starts, like, in that arc, like, right before the Grand Magic games. So that's how unenchanted I was with the gameplay at the point of which I started the game. And then what else did they announce? Romantic Saga 2 is cool. I wish I could play Romantic Saga 1, maybe, to give it a shot first. I hate playing things out of order. Like, deeply, deeply despise playing things out of order. The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom? I'm probably going to buy, eventually. Not day one. But a Legend of Zelda game that's top-down like the old ones. And you play as Zelda. That sounds cool. The little puzzle system's what's got me, like... The little ecosystem's what's got me a little, like... holding back, because, like, I don't like the concept of not being able to fight directly and having to spawn a bunch of things. It feels like Pikmin on a Zelda game, you know what I mean? But with Link Between Worlds, you could fight with a sword. You don't have a sword in this game, apparently. So I'm like, okay, that's not so bad. And then I think, yeah, that's probably the best announcement was Metroid Prime 4. They knew what they were doing! They knew what they were doing! We've been clamoring for this game for 10 years! They announced it one time on the Wii U, and then they said, oopsie! And we've never seen or heard anything about this game ever again. And as a Metroid fan, I'm angry. I've been waiting for them to, like, mention it for, like, before Metroid Samus Returns came out, we were like, yo, when are we getting Metroid 4 news? No, okay, but fine. Metroid Prime 4, We have a release date window. It's not a full release date, and I understand because they're like, well, we want to release it there, but I don't want them to crunch their workers, and I bet they will because they've been waiting for so long, and that's what really sucks. Okay, back on the topic. That was a fun Nintendo Direct. I think that it's easy, always easy to say Nintendo wins by having the best amount of announcements because their IPs are so beloved. Oh, Ada! Ada, Ada, Ada! There's a new Mario Party game coming out. It's called Mario Party Jamboree. Super Mario Party Jamboree. It looks like it's a full one. So that one we're probably going to get, actually. Over, maybe not day one, but we are definitely going to get that. Because oh man, I just want to live through the nostalgia of playing a full Mario Party game that's new again. Yeah, never touch a single Metroid game. I feel like, I don't know if they're your kind of games, because I know you like these games a lot. I know you liked Fallout, and I know you liked... Did you play Animal Crossing? I know Fox played Animal Crossing. I don't remember if you played Animal Crossing. But if you like the kind of chill games, I don't feel like Metroid games are up that alley. They're very atmospheric when they're done right, and they're very I don't want to say sweaty, but they're like possibly one of the most niche Nintendo franchises out there. Abyss. So yeah. I feel like I'm just happy. I just like it whenever they have not failed to make a good Metroid game. Even if we're talking about other M, people didn't like that, but I did. Okay? Okay. Glad we're on that. Oh yeah, we've had Dread 2 years ago. We had Samus Returns a couple years before that. And now Prime 4. Prime 4. That I don't know if they failed to make Galactic Federation Federation Force good. That was a 3DS FPS. Okay, let's get our brain in here. We're back to Exo Colonists. Let's actually change what we're playing here. Go into my things. Balls. I didn't even set it up as, just chatting earlier. Okay, tragic, but hey. Oh, man. Oh, man. Also, I think one of the things I like the most about Metroid is, that they have this, the depth of story to it. The more you play it, the more lore you kind of learn about it. And they really like to interconnect it a lot, which has frustrated some people because they state that some things have been retconned in the past. But much like the Zelda series, it holds up pretty solid, in my opinion. Okay. Let's go check what we need to do. We've saved our dad. We've saved our mom. I don't know what to do now. We kind of want to hang out with Tammy, I guess. Reading a book to a small group of older children. They squall and fidget as she finishes the book, then disperse like puffballs in the wind. Tammy sighs and closes the book, looking up at you with a gentle smile. I'm trying, but ever since the creche was destroyed, there's really no keeping this group together. I suppose they were getting too old for the creche. Her smile goes a little sad at the edges. Oh, but isn't it nice to imagine everything is still how it was before? I haven't seen a real baby in years. Here, have some cake. Yummy, I'll have to save some for Cal, too. He really, really likes cake, and, well, anything you can eat, really. Yeah, we've had that conversation before. I'm gonna have to fight Cal about Tammy. Let's see. We definitely wanted to increase our empathy over time. I can't go to the creche and increase my empathy that way, can I? It would be the... where are the living quarters? That's where that was, right? There we go. I think we can do something here. Help in the kitchens. Tammy always knows how to keep things light in the kitchen. She has all sorts of songs and silly rhymes that she teaches you. Songs for kneading dough, for stirring stew, chopping vegetables, even for washing the dishes. You resist at first, but she just sings them anyway. It's hard to resist humming along, and you sometimes catch yourself singing them under your breath, even when Tammy's not in the kitchen. Good stuff. Alright, we want 23 points. Yeah... I don't think there's anything we can do better than this without using our mush log. Oh, I use it on the unchangeable car like a brainiac. Good job, Pyrus. Mid-Polen. Creativity, 5% chance to gain 1 extra skill. We love that. Okay, cool. This is year 15? Yeah, I think next year we get a little... Maybe next year or year 18 where we get an appearance change. We'll keep helping. And Anne is waiting for you in the kitchen when you arrive. There's a strange new smell in the air. Tammy's standing the furthest she possibly can from the stoves, her hands bunched up in her apron. She catches your eye and shakes her head, looking distraught. Ah, you're here, Anne says. I wanted to tell you something before you get started today. Gestures you over to the stove, where an enormous yellow pot of stew is boiling cheerfully. Yellow stew is not. You help Rex build his bar. You can become the bartender. Oh, nice. Become the colony therapist? I'm in. As you know, the colony was founded on vegetarian principles, she says. Raising animals for their meat on Earth was, well, it wasn't very nice, and it took up a lot of Earth resources. Soil and water and feed that we couldn't bring with us on spaceship. You nod. There are animals that on the branch that produce milk or syrup or high-protein berries. You've never actually cooked meat. Well, Anne continues, humans have been eating animals for a lot longer than we've been farming them. We used to hunt animals for food and their furs. Sometimes the ranchers have to slaughter an animal, and, well, some of the foragers. Tammy can't take it anymore. They've been bringing back dead animals, Selena says, she exclaims horrified. Auntie wants us to cook and serve them in the canteen. Anne holds up her hands, warding off your concerns. I know you might find this idea uncomfortable. I want you to remember that this is no different than what would happen to them in the wild. Most animals are eaten by other animals. Meat is healthy and good for us, she adds, and we need to take advantage of every possible food source. That means, of course, we're not going to waste any part of the animal. Even the bones can be boiled to make stock. Tammy turns a little pale at the thought and sets her hand on your shoulder. Ask congruence for a tutorial on butchering and preparing an animal and follow her instructions. Needs to be cooked to a certain temperature to make sure it's safe to eat. That is 185 for chicken and 165 for beef. Sorry, that's not actually... Those are commercial laws here in Canada. That's not actually the law. That's not actually the safety level, probably. I think it's actually 5 or 10 degrees lower if you're cooking at home, according to most recipes. I've already started the stew to save you some time, she says. While it's simmering, you can start on learning what you'll need to know for tomorrow. With that, she kisses you on the forehead and bustles out of the room. Tammy looks at you nervously. This is wrong, she says quietly. Like always, Anne has left you to manage things in the kitchen without her help. What do you do with this power? Become a carnivore? I didn't do that yet. You hollow Anne in the crate. She tells you that you're not serving the stew unless there's a vegetarian option. It's not right to force other people in the colony to eat meat if they're uncomfortable with the idea. She smiles broadly. Of course, Sunshine. That's a wonderful idea. Why don't you get started on that other stew right now and make sure both pots are well labeled so everyone can make their own choice. Good. You made a lot more work for yourself, but you're sure it was the right thing to do. Tammy helps you out by making nice labels while you chop up the ingredients for the vegetable stew. They turn out really nice. Thanks for sticking up for me, Selena says, she says while she colors. I'm glad there'll be something for me to eat. Well, it's not just you, but yes, I think that is a logical thought process tied to a lot of other people's worries. Here we go. Plus 1 if you have the highest. I don't know. Shouldn't be that complicated. Here, that makes more sense. Shouldn't be that complicated to friggin' win challenges now. It just shouldn't. Where's Rex? See if I can give him more stuff. Nope. I need to wait. I also need to level up my engineering if we help him build stuff. The bar might take some time. Ooh yeah. Help in the kitchen. Fun there's a soy gruel that relied on. Yeah, it's just a blah blah section. Okay, I could put. See, again, we're struggling so hard. What the hell? Ooh, what if I did that? I think our deck needs, severe rebalancing, man. Okay, we're in dust. Hello, Tammy. You see Tammy stumbling down the path from the depot, struggling to carry a large wooden box. The box looks to be stuffed with rolls of paper and other craft detritus. Jog over and take one side of the box. Oh, hi, Tammy chirps. Thank you. It's not heavy, just awkward. And together you carry it easily into the creche. Tammy sets the box down inside the lounge and smooths out her skirts. Goodness, she claims. There's more and more on this box every year. She reaches into the box and pulls out a floppy-headed puppet. Oh, kindness. They were always my favorite, Tammy says, stroking its long pink hair. Do you remember putting on Gratitude Day skits when we were kids? It's hard to forget. Once a year on the Stratospheric, all the adults would cook a big meal and talk about how grateful they were for things like oxygen recycle working and babies being born. And then the kids would put on a puppet show in the beginnings of the Vertumna Project. All the puppets had allegorical names like kindness or courage or curiosity. You remember some years you could get a little creative with the details. You've heard adults talk about how there used to be a similar feast back on Earth. But whenever you've asked about it, all they say is that the way they do it now is way better for some reason. Is oxygen recycler... Oh, it's Thanksgiving. Okay. There's a beautiful way to do it since there's an achievement for having a monocolor deck. Oh, okay. You nod and Tammy smiles fondly as she pulls out more puppets. Oh, here's hope. And resilience, too. Oh, that's ironic. Resilience needs a little bit of love before she's ready for the stage. Tammy runs her fingers over Resilience's loose button eyes. I think Anemone was the very best for Resilience, she says thoughtfully. Do you remember when she and Mars both wanted to play Resilience, so they drew straws, and Anemone had to play Ingenuity? She was great at breaking stuff. Oh my gosh, I thought Tangent was gonna light Anemone on fire with her mind, Tammy exclaims, pressing her hand to her cheeks. She always wanted to be Ingenuity. When the puppet stage collapsed, what was your favorite part? Oh, let's go, favorite part. Tammy's cheeks dark. I like working on the set and the puppets with Cal, she says, touching her fingertip to her lips. I was way too worried I would mess up my lines. And when the puppet stage collapsed, we all had to stand there and act out like it was a play. Oh no, that was the worst. Those were fun times. Holds her hands over her heart inside. I'm so happy we still have all these little dolls. Some of the littlest kids don't even know how we used to do this. I can't wait to teach them. Get 'em, Tammy. Get that big confidence up. Secret stats I can't see that I have to assume is like at 3 or 4. Hey, oh, father. Just the person I was hoping to see. Your dad jogs over with a sunny smile. Hey, you want to get your hands dirty? Well, more dirty. The survey teams are bringing in a ton of animals working on domesticating. We could use your help. You already know your way around a shovel, so I figured you wouldn't mind stopping by sometimes and give your old man a hand, he says, pointing towards the animal paddocks. Cal's helping out too, so you'll have a friend to work with. And if you happen to be out with the survey teams, keep an eye out for more animals to bring home. Sure thing. Okay, we can now tend animals in geoponics. Hello, flower. I still can't give anything to Rex. I think it's like it's not a yearly thing, but... It's a big place. Okay, I guess we go work on our empathy. Tammy's baking. Oh no, thank you. Spy on her. Going to stay a while, actually. I like to study in here. The kitchen is my happy place. You eye the baking ingredients scattered all over her station. Taro, flour, sugar, oil. It looks like she's planning on baking cookies. And no, is Tammy stealing food? Obviously not. She's making cookies for whoever. Whatever she's doing, you trust her. Tammy would never break the rules. Trust is rewarded. When you return to work the next morning, there's a wrapped box waiting for you on your prep station. Inside are a dozen perfect-looking cookies. Little note that reads, "Thank you for being the best kitchen buddy a girl could ask for. Auntie Anne says this is my best recipe yet. Hope you like them. They're all for you." Oh, cookies for me? Of course you got permission from Aunt Anne. It was probably supposed to be a secret to surprise you. The cooks are really good. Cookies? Cookies are really good. You make sure to tell Tammy when she reports for work. They're excellent. So good. I can't give you that extra buff, though. Yeah. And that's not the best I could do, but it's still pretty good. The Vertumnalia Festival is a welcome day in normalcy in an otherwise chaotic year. Despite some lingering rivalry between the two factions, Vertumnalia is a chance for the Helios and Stratos to come together and appreciate the bounty of the planet. At least that's what the adults say. As Governor Lum takes the stage to address the colony, you can't help but notice the crowd has segregated itself according to their ship of origin. Rex shoots you away from over on the Stratos side, and Rex is on the Stratos side? Nomi makes a silly face. Vase is surrounded by other young soldiers, all looking sharp in their Heliopause uniforms. With Tammy standing beside you, you wonder if the two ships will ever feel like one colony. A fanfare plays over the square's announcement system. Lum's honor guard do a complex drill with their drone rifles. Greetings, people of Vertumna, Lum says, his voice ringing out over the square. Me may be far from our beautiful Earth, but we can still celebrate and be thankful for what we have here. We've worked hard to save this beleaguered little colony from the brink of destruction, and should be proud of our work. The Helios cheer. Your side on the square is more quiet. I know some of you have been asking, Lum, how are you going to do it all by yourself? How are you going to run the colony, solve everyone's problems, turn this planet into a paradise, and look this good? Lum strikes a pose to a smattering of polite applause. Polite applause, yes. Shut up. Well, I have the answer for you, he continues. The old council made a lot of bad choices, like illegally leaving Earth, but I believe in second chances. So I've appointed the original department heads to my own council, Lum's Council 2.0. Better not disappoint me. This is a threat. Stay on your toes, Stratos. I also want to promise everyone here today that we're going to make Vertumna safe for humans, Lum says. The next time those bastard Xenos attack, we're going to blow them so many little pieces, there won't be enough left to wipe off our boots. We've already got the defenses, he says, gesturing proudly to the new, taller, thicker walls. And we're building homes for everyone, homes where people can raise children again, knowing that our military men and women are keeping us safe. Big cheers from both sides this time. Some of the colonists around you even have tears in their eyes, especially those who lost family in the last attack. Lum goes on for a while, lionizing the Helopoz's military strength and casting subtle digs at your failed colony experiment. Finally, the crowd disperses to set up the square for the afternoon festivities, some traditional and some new. At the tables, Aunt Anne and the kids are setting out the spread for dinner. There's an unimaginable amount of food thanks to the Heliopoz's huge ration surplus? I can speak. And the piles upon piles of xeno meat from the hunting parties, for those who can stomach it. Anne is all smiles, clearly making an effort to move on as Lum mandated, despite still mourning her lost son, Calm. But not even the festive atmosphere can force a smile on Anemone's face. Who are these Helio the jerks you think you are? Rebellion! Yes, good. Right? Mars exclaims. This Slum guy's a tool. Did you hear what he said about us? How crass. Like, have some respect. Deese arrives, carrying a big tureen of stew. Now they're just taking over. Everybody's okay with this? The adults are bigger cowards than I thought. Mars looks at Deese in shock, and they agree on something for once. The chime sounds to announce that the square is set up for the annual competitions. What do you choose this year? Oh, no, I can't do talent show, because my persuasion's trash. I ain't that trash. Okay. I mean, I could do organization versus reasoning. Okay, we're gonna go Bake Off. Loyalty! I should have skipped. The Bake Off is a new challenge this year. It's a celebration of the great surplus of food. Today's theme is chili! Spicy bean stew. Not pixie beans, though. Tammy and Cal both compete. Tammy makes a simple but pleasing stew, and Cal adapts a gourmet earth dish with ancient alien ingredients. They're very comfortable working around each other in the kitchen. Always come over to give help and encouragement. Where's my help and encouragement? Huh? Where's my help and encouragement? Ooh, I really want to keep that for next turn. It's fine. They've got gems, so we can do this. 11, 10, 16. That's really sad, though, because I can't. Also 16. No, I want 12. 19? 15. Okay, we're gonna go for 19. I think that's the best choice we can get. This is gonna be rough. 5, 5, 3, 2. They want me to get like 50 on the next turn. Would be pretty bad. It'd be 41 actually, but that's not good. 2 logs. Alright, I think I can make this work. Yeah. That's a lot better. +2 to last card, +2 to neighboring those cards. This value is a wild card. Actually. Nope. Yeah. It's so close. I gotta modify one thing, and then, like, maybe we can get a better value here. There we go. You make a chili that is so perfectly balanced, one of the judges cries, and not just from the spice level. Hell yeah, Bake Off Challenge gives me 8 points. And it's a wild card. Oh, baby! After the festivities, the mood in the colony is a lot lighter. You see people smiling easier and often see mixed groups of Helios and Stratos. socializing together. It feels like the first time people have actually let themselves relax. Mid-dust. So I actually managed not to use the much log I wanted to use. Nothing a dog likes more than a stick, right? I'm not giving it to you because you look like a dog. I'm giving it to you because you like to build stuff. Nerd. Man, I'm glad I got collectibles. I did not collect as many collectibles as I needed last time around. I didn't really fail that often. I feel like I had a really easy time using like the red deck. The red deck felt like it was very, very easy to use. I kind of want to go survey outside. I want to see if we can find that stranger dude. I guess that would be... Oh, hey, look at that. I need this. Nearby. Chief Utopia stops you in Dees near the depot. Feel that? Yes, you can feel a kind of ominous, distant thumping, pulsing regularly through the ground. If you stand still, you can feel it vibrate up into your own body, too, like a massive global pulse. Utopia says, checking a readout on our hull bone. I reckon it's naturally occurring, she concludes, but it's giving me the willies all the same. You two better check it out. Mind you stick together and take readings on the way, in case it's dangerous. You guys are excited! No, I can't do that. You follow the thumping, now an audible noise growing louder west until you've roughly triangulated its location. You know you're getting close, but it sounds like it's coming from all around you. And your instruments aren't precise enough to help. What do you think it is? Aliens. The sound that's coming from everywhere. You don't have a dang clue. Come on, it's gotta be somewhere, he yells. We need perception! Oh, nice. We can't do that again without, like... pause and tracks, you hear a sound. Is it manticores rising or something even more dangerous? I got bravery, homie. I don't really mind. I'll use wild. It's gonna be like a 5. Oh, we got 3 rounds out of this? Let's go. I can make this a 3. Get that super goal. 4, 3, 2, 0. The 0 literally serves no use. You don't back down though. It takes energy to keep walking towards the roar as you hear it again and again and getting louder and louder. It's not a manticore. It's a little fluff of a creature, all puffed up with the effort of roaring. Its voice amplified by a hollow log. It sounds just like a manticore though. What a weird survival feature. Probably intimidates a lot of predators. I need more perception. Come across a cluster of mush trees. They're not fully grown yet, but they're still pretty big. We're gonna cut them down. It gets us a bunch of problems, but... Nearby pond has dammed up. Cool. Hint for finding Sim. He's very helpful when someone finds themselves in a spot of trouble, like perhaps from a failed challenge. Oh no. Okay. Well, I don't like failing challenges. Card becomes a 2. Okay, we'll see what we can do then. Oh yeah. Yeah, I didn't think we'd be getting much better from that. Bravely fall in and get wet. Yay! Failing a challenge, huh? There's a cloud in the sky. It's starting to rain. You can't tell where it's coming from or whether there's even water, even though this planet is full of surprises. It's probably some animal migration or airborne tree sap. Who knows? You have a strong desire to not be out in it. Okay, well, umbrella then. You break off a long stem, hold it over your head. It makes a pleasant kind of thermos. It drops spider on it. Nice. Spot a suspiciously regular amount of dirt. Maybe something is buried there? Yeah, we dig. It's just a pile of dirt. Lovely. To fail a specific challenge or just any challenge? Late dust. I think this is the living quarters, right? Old lounge is toast. What was left over from the attack last glow was destroyed in the crash. The new lounge just isn't the same. You missed the beanbags and the walls covered with art you scrawled as kids. Someday this place will feel like the heart of the colony again, but right now it just reminds me of how chaotic and horrible this past year's gone. The more danger, the better. Noted. Fine then. Keep your secrets. Boom. Early wheat. Oh, Rex! I've got mush log! The only place I ever seen water from the sky before was in the shower. Yeah, here. Have a log. Enjoy. Okay, we're gonna get some of the... We'll see if we can find some dialogue. No, nothing seems to be here. It's my empathy at. Not big much, but the superhero cape is helping. I don't see any collectibles around. What if you find Sim? Can you find him again easier next playthrough? Because you know about his existence, right? But maybe your character doesn't, so there's another log. Oh yeah, Nomi Nomi's all about exploration too. 4 events, okay. Hello? Stop for lunch eating an earth treat grown from your own greenhouses. A watermelon, nice and sweet like a more solid potato pod. You want munch away, spitting out the seeds. Take the challenge seriously, lining up targets and keeping score. Your aim improves. Cool. Glad that happened. Little secret zone here to spit watermelon seeds or something. Alright, here we go. Geoponics engineers have set up a work site here, using the roboplow to tear up the ground and prep it for farming. Take a closer look. You stroll up to the farmers with a wave and take a closer look at what they're doing. They ask if you want help. Sure. Toughness is fine. It's a really easy challenge, Joe. I might want to keep that. Now we gotta play something, right? So. Oh yeah. That was not the best we could do. I wouldn't be surprised if we had answers regarding certain topics. He's native here, I assume, right? Head of you on the road curves right, and there's a steep hill leading off to the left. You bet there's a really great view from the top of it, and it's going to be a scramble to get up there. Hike up, let's go. Leave your pack in some bushes. Right, okay. We've done this earlier, I think. Okay. Push it down. Yeah, more stress. Oh yeah, my bag. We learned this last time, and yet we still did it this time, huh? I'm allergic to remembering that kind of stuff, I guess. Hello, Hopeye. You hear a sad hiccuping sound. Oh, I'm gonna take it home. I'm taking it with me. I mean... yeah, I'll just put the 8 here, yeah. See, I don't like that because I kind of want. Yeah, we're not doing the best we can, but we're still doing good. Got him. We're going home with that too. We're gonna call them Hop Solo. A vagabond, a scoundrel, a ruffian with a heart of gold. Does that make you Solanaceya Baka? I think the dedicated works exploring may be in order if you don't manage to find it in this run though. Gotcha, okay. That's gonna be for the Dees, I guess. Cal offers the hop by a piece of bobber fruit. Cute. Solo plucks the fruit from Cal's hand and hops it into your lap. Okay, cool. Friends for life. Let's go. It's now mid-wet. Tend the animals. You meet your dad by the animal pens, fresh and ready for your first day at your job. Your dad laughs at your clean clothes and scrubbed face. Oh, Pumpkin, I'm sorry to tell you, you're a little overdressed for the position, he chuckles. You're gonna get dirty and all heck today. Go on, put on these overalls and get to work. Change and follow your dad to the float cow pens. He rubs their noses as he points out their name. I know they're cute, but these ladies aren't pets, he says. They're livestock, and more than that, they're not really domesticated like our animals back on Earth. They're more like tame. We give all the animals lots of room to roam, and we feed them well. They're not going to get chased down and eaten by bigger animals, and we help them if they get sick. It's a pretty good deal, I think, but they're still pretty wild. You got to be careful with them. Leans his elbows on the fence. We were pretty lucky that Vertumna has herd animals, he says. Makes it a little easier. We'll probably have real domestic animals in a couple hundred years. Well, kiddo, your dad says, spreading his arms. We've got all these animals. What do you want to learn about first? Give me the bristle slugs. Yeah, we got a ton of them, he says. They're great, slow and easy to catch, and real gentle. Don't let the spikes fool you. They're actually really cuddly, and don't mind it when you pet them. It actually helps them. In the wild, they'd be scratching up on all sorts of things to knock off those itchy berries. Scrunches up his nose. They're not really berries. They're more like eggs. Well, they're like berries, though, because they're sweet. And you know what? Never mind. Vertumnan animals are pretty weird. Yes. Float cows? Your dad gestures at the herd of float cows. Here they are. Beautiful, aren't they? And pretty gross. You don't want to know where they make their milk, but I'll give you a hint. It's not dairy. He laughs at your wrinkled nose. It's not any weirder than when people used to drink cow's milk. I mean, who's the first guy who decided to do that? We figured out that if we keep feeding them what they'd be eating during pollen, they'll keep making milk year-round, he continues proudly. It makes them heavy enough that they don't float away. Otherwise, we'd have to keep them on leads like balloons. Sugar bugs! Your dad takes you to a row of crates where the soft, squishy sugar bugs are all clumped up together in the moist muck. These guys are pretty cool, he says, picking one up. It perfectly fits in his palm. They're a colony, like us. If you tickle them, you get... He brushes his finger along the top of the sugar bug, and a little jet of gooey stuff comes out. Sugar bug syrup, he says. Pretty neat, huh? Tell me about the tribbits. No joke, we thought these guys were just plants for the first couple years, your dad says. We transplanted them from the wild into the greenhouses, but I guess that was just part of their life cycle, because it turns out they're sentient and can move around and stuff. We moved them out of the greenhouses into the barns. We don't really treat them any differently. They're still mostly just sit there. Let's get started. Great. Your dad says, clapping you on the back. This is the kind of energy I want to see around here. We need someone to muck out the float cow stables. They might float, but their poop sure doesn't. Have fun. Yay, I get the trash job as the child. Yippee. I know I can make this better. Hold up. There you go. Good. Okay, we're in late wet. We got more pets. Oh, cool. Hell yeah, you already know what I'm doing now. You and Kyle walked through the parts, special place set aside for growing ornamental plants from Earth. It was grown from a precious seed bank, preserved for over 20 years above the stratospheric before your mother started planting them here on Vertumna. Almost nothing here is grown for food, though many of them are technically edible. It's so green here, Cal says, stopping to smell a bush of fist-sized red flowers with velvety petals. Wow, they smell so sweet. Mom really worked hard on this. Mom brought these flower seeds from Earth and somehow found time to cultivate them here, even though there was so much work to do on the farm. Just goes to show that there's a lot of your mom about your mom that you still don't know. It's so peaceful. Cal breathes deep, a funny smile on his face. It really is. This is one of my favorite places in the whole colony. You can really feel the love in every plant. One pretty white flower in particular is flourishing here, the Astrantia, your mother's favorite. It seems to be growing faster than even native plants do, covering the paths and bluffs with tiny white stars. You practically have to push clumps of it aside and place. Yeah, we know about this one. Hey, I wanted to upgrade my pet. Be gone. Wait, that was my augment. Oh, that was a bit of a foolish move. Oops. We'll live without it. It's not the best thing, but it does... Wait, that was the card, but do we keep the augment still? Maybe? You're a polydactyl. Yes, okay. But like... I don't know, it's a passive ability. You're already relaxed. Let's go do some empathy stuff. Thank you for the lurk, Cowl and Wabbit. No, I hit the wrong button again. This is fine. Keep your memories. You're relaxing in quarters with your dad when you hear the calling siren. The enemy's here. Your dad looks up from his novel. Huh, seems early this year. We should head to the shelter in the lounge. You've been drilling on new evacuation procedures for the past month. There's no need to be a hero now that there are so many new SEAL soldiers from the Helio. It's probably best if you just follow instructions and head to the lounge with your dad. I'm gonna go to the lounge this time. The mood in the lounge is anxious. Even though the colony's defenses are much better this year, over hushed conversations, you can hear younger children crying inconsolably. Mars and Tangent are here, quietly reading something on Tang's holopalm. Some of the civilian kids from the Heliopods are here too, including Rex and Nomi. Vase and Anemone are absent, probably serving guard duty. The only two missing are Cal and Tammy. Your dad runs a query through congruence to find them. After a few seconds, he smiles and quickly closes the window. Don't worry, kiddo, he says. They're okay. You settle in to pass the time. Someone brings word that it's not a faceless out there, at least. You hear a few loud booms from outside, so strong you can feel their shockwaves in the floor. People gasp and cover their heads, but nothing else happens. After the attack, Lum gathers everyone in the lounge and holds a big celebration for the soldiers. There's feasting and drinking and songs of valor, and as the party goes on long into the night, some drift away in pairs, or more. Mars and Rex keep the dancing going. Even Anemone seems to relax, especially when the other cadets invite her to drink with them. Cal and Tammy sit together and talk all night, giggling about something and going quiet when anyone comes near. No. Tonight everyone seems convinced that this victory means that the colony will be safe forever. Maybe it will be. You sure want to believe it, too. I think they got together. Those two crazy kids. Working on a baby quilt. Have some cake. How's Tammy's actual friendship going? 88, okay. Rex, okay. You find Rex playing cards by himself in the lounge with an actual physical deck of cards. He looks up as you approach and visibly brightens when he sees you. Sitting up straight with his dog-like ears on alert. Well, hey, Solenase, he exclaims. How's he hanging? Do you want to play a game with me? Sure. It's called Bottoms Up, Rex explains. We both play a card from our hand we think is lower than the one the other person is playing, and the person with the lowest card wins. If you win, you get the number of points that are on card. Plus, you get to take the loser's card and add it to your hand. So you want to play a low card to win, but if you play your high cards at the right time, you get lots of points. It's a game of compromise. We used to play it all the time back on the Helio, but now everyone's here and, you know, realizing their big dreams of being heroes and saving humanity, Rex says, rolling his eyes with a good-natured grin. Soldiers love to gamble, Rex says. You know, the thing you use here, kudos? We can bet some kudos in it. Or maybe we can bet something more interesting. What do you mean more interesting? You ever kissed anyone before? Not yet. Really? Wow, but you're so gorgeous and cool. Whoa, he's hitting on me. He puts his hands on yours and leans in, looking at you with his... What, do we kiss no matter who wins? Rex throws back his head and laughs, then fixes you with a flirtatious look. So NSA teases you, don't give away my best trick. I'm going to say sure, because no matter what, it's fine. It's just a kiss. Rex puts out his hand to shake a paw, or shake it on it. The only laughs. Anticipation is the best part. Oh, we get new art! I mean, I guess that's just because we did the play. Rex shuffles the cards and deals half the deck to each of you and you begin to play the game. The best thing about this game is that it's not very hard to play, Rex says, scooping up his winning cards. It's all about how well you know the other person, and, well, we don't want to know each other very well yet, so... We don't know each other very well yet, so what do you want to know about me? What do you do for fun? I talk to people mostly, Rex says, and puts down a low card to win the hand. I'd like to see what everyone's doing and help them with stuff if I can. I just really like being around other people. I like doing whatever they're doing. Oh, and cuddling, of course. I love cuddling and running and chasing stuff. He rubs the soft inner part of his ear and smiles sheepishly. Have you made any friends here? Oh yeah, of course. All the adults are so much nicer than the ones I grew up with. They care so much about how and why they do stuff. I love being around them. Yeah, I mean, I bet. And the other teens like, whoa, you guys are all so cool. Anemone and Tang are so passionate. Cal and Tammy are so sweet. And Mars is like a galactic level hottie. Wow, he trails off, lost in thought. Oh, and these guys seems interesting too. No mention. Okay, no, there's Tang. What are your plans for the future? Oh, wow, big question. I don't know. I think if I stayed on the Heliopause, I probably would have ended up becoming a soldier like everyone else. But planet side? Rex smiles to himself as he puts down a high card. I could do anything. I've always liked making things with my hands, and I like to make other people happy. Maybe I could do something with that. Like a bar? You play out the rest of the cards, staying fairly even in points until Rex is left with only one card, and you have 2. You're trailing, but not by much. If you play your low card for an easy win, you'll play enough points to make it a draw. If you gamble on the slightly higher card in your hand, you may lose entirely, but you could win. I'm going to check him for tells. You scrutinize Rex. You're not sure why, but you get the sense he's not really confident he's holding his hand. If you want to win, you should play a high card. Let's go! You put down your higher of the 2 cards, and are you? And Rex shouts, "Are you for real?" He says, "That was a really risky play. You're lucky I only had a high card left." Turns over his card. It's even higher than yours. You win the game by a comfortable margin. Rex tidies up the cards, biting his lip with one little fang as he darts with a coy look. Look, we gotta give him the kiss, I guess. Okay. Rex giggles and leans in, cupping your cheek and placing a soft, thoughtful kiss on your lips. It doesn't last long, but you can tell he's a great kisser. I don't know what that means. Smiles warmly as he pulls away. Thanks for playing with me, Selena says. He murmurs, maybe we can do it again sometimes. So we did a little bit of flirting with Rex. We did a little bit of flirting with Tammy. Pretty sure Tammy's gonna get, like, attached to Cal. They're pretty much very clearly running the childhood friend gamut there. I'll forgive them. I don't want to break them up because they are, in fact, the 2 most wholesome characters so far, in my opinion, that we've seen, and I feel like that would just be cruel, to be honest. Leave them alone. Let's go give Rex a gift. Mars, you want to talk? No? Hey, here you go. You want some cake, Nomi? Yummy Yum looks really tasty. I'll eat cake any day of the week. Yeah, I bet you would. I noticed we had an effect here. Okay, not an effect. We had a creativity level. Oh, hey. Staying cool. What is that? Hang on. What's my creativity at? Oh, wow. We'll be able to get creativity. We'll be able to do another thing with Nomi next month, I think, as well. Nomi flaps their hands in front of their face. I do, but it's so hot on this planet, don't you think? Get drenched, more like. You shrug. Sure, it's different than living on a climate-controlled spaceship, but you're kind of used to it by now. Nomi snaps her fingers. Wait, we should make something to stay cool. You and Nomi brainstorm all sorts of weird and wonderful ways to stay cool. Umbrella hats, sunglasses with funny shapes, giant vats of cooling goop, but it all seems too complicated. Eventually, you just end up doodling on some of Nomi's paper and folding it to make paper fans. Sometimes, the best solutions are the most simple, they smile, fanning themselves with their new Turbo Girl Hyperjet Transform fan. The biggest doodle. Oh, we can do this again. You know I do. I've had this great idea in my head for months. I want to build something huge and I need your help. That's one big something. This is the art from when you find the creature in the outskirts. No, it's not the outskirts. Nomi walks you through their plan to craft their biggest thing yet. A massive dilly pillar float that you can carry on your shoulders using mushwood sticks to puppet it around. Make it look like it's dancing. It's a huge hit, especially for the younger kids. You get a workout and you get to make something beautiful. We didn't even have to wait a month. It's really quiet. Game. Next song. I do love that you can do that. Just change the track. I'm at 0 stress. It is the middle of my birthday month. I think we're gonna go back on the survey exploration. I don't know what kind of, like, thing I would like to do here. It's my perception now. Oh, we get to roll this one again, but we need 30, and I don't think I have 30. Oh, we do! Mysterious stranger. This is a butt hand, actually. This is actually a terrible hand. All low. Give me new cards. Get out of here. Good. This is a lot better. $13 versus 15 versus 13. No, don't do that. 12, 13. Again, not really great. I have so many yellow flowers. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, we get double points because of our superhero cape. And what does this do? Just all points to that. Okay. Hell yeah. Let's go. The cape is caping. 5, 4, 3. Immediately that gives us 6 points. 3. Why don't we give him a -1? Let's go. That's nowhere near the best score we could have had because we had an 8 in our hand and I didn't bother using it. You find a machine? An ancient broken down machine, like a small pyramid-shaped building made from some kind of dark stone or bone that almost looks like it literally comes like it comes out of the game Bokura, by the way. I just want to point that out. Except it isn't broken. It's just so very old and overgrown. It looks more like a pile of rubble and roots in a building or ancient or whatever it was. Still, a thumping noise comes from inside it. The vibrations are strong, making your guts feel weird. You don't notice it at first, but there's a curious pass on the ground. Oh, no, I can't because I don't have engineering points. We're so close. We are so close. I don't have anything that could boost my engineering either. Marvel. Oh, you're kidding me! I literally just got that too. Okay, fine. It's a pretty sick beat. He's pretty sure it's aliens. Survey ridge. Okay, it seems to be pointing west or receiving something. There's some ugly ridge lines there. This is right. It's gotta be aliens. Okay. Well, we could go to check out the west later down the line, I guess. I've got a pile of dirt. It's 5, 2, 5. That's pretty good. 5, 4. That's gonna go up. So 3, 3. Yes, good. Quiet. You tunnel through the weird snow, popping your head up at regular intervals to see where you're going. Some funny creatures pop out of the snow to say hello. They look like pill bugs and are only about the size of your thumbnail. They appear to be eating snow, not you, so you leave them alone. Every so often they square up with each other and emit a tiny burst of flames. Can't tell if it's an intimidation tactic or a mating display. You've heard the snow was flammable. Huh, neat. That was pretty cool. Highlight collapsibles. Well, now we're just a little late for that, but fine. Much luck. Continue. I keep crushing my bag. We're not gonna do it again. Geoponics engineers, yeah, take a closer look. Sure, help them out a little bit here. 5, 0. Might want to do something more like this. Definitely that. That's not even... Okay. I thought that was going to be better. Invigoration! Go to the bend, movement, catch the corner of your eye. It's something on the top of the nearby... Is that a person? Someone is peering over the edge. Hello, friend! Of the mushroom cap above you. You can't quite see their eyes, but you get an impression of long dark hair and an enormous mocking grin. I wouldn't go that way if I were you, he warns playfully. He's a stranger. A newcomer from the heliopause. Maybe it's possible you haven't met everyone yet. Belly? Where this weirdo is, he makes you uncomfortable. You're out of here. You round the bend and regret it immediately. Something long and thin slaps against your face. There's another whack across your back, and as you spin to face your attacker, whap whap, 2 slaps to your shin send you reeling. Whatever's attacking, you can't see it. Fall to the ground and cover your head with your arms in defense. Nothing happens, just silence. When you look up, there's no attacker. All the plants all around you are flattened to the ground. They're long purple reeds with knobby bumps at their bases. So you watch the reeds slowly start to bend back upright. You poke one experimentally, and it slaps back down at the ground, stinging your hand. Attacked by grass. How embarrassing. You decided to call it slapgrass. So that was our good friend, the mysterious stranger. Gelatinous blobgrass, totally transparent, sticky fronds are hard to see, but even harder to ignore, especially once they start glomming onto your boots and slowing you down. It's like trudging through thick mud. You stubbornly decide to keep going, paying close attention to the visible signs of this blobgrass field, and there aren't many, just an absence of other vegetation. That's a 6 already. That's fine. We'll be able to pass the next one, no problem. Oh, wait. Yeah, I didn't think that'd be the best, but we at least passed, so that's good. There it is. You can hop along that rock to the fallen log and climb over those old pieces of surveying equipment. You get through the villainous blobgrass. You spend a bunch of time on it, though, and it makes tricky balancing tiring. This hop eye is acting really strange. It won't let you pass. It keeps thumping its foot. Let's give it the what it's its deal. Okay, so if we relax on the wall, we might get a little event. That's a good idea. I've been wondering if I should relax on something else because I keep like just going to the wall. Is it? Yeah. Okay, we're gonna do this. There's 3 plus 3. I might be able to put a. Does not have the highest value. Oh wow, these are big value cards. Let's go for 3. Stop trying to get past it and listen. Right, that's the nest that we don't want to walk by, and we gotta go home. So we're gonna relax on the wall. I know we have to find the weird thing. The sun rises against afterglow, heralding a new year. It's your 16th birthday. You wake in your new quarters, blinking into the watery sunlight. Dust motes float through the air, and you take a moment to enjoy the perfection of your bed while you listen to the sounds of the colony waking outside. So much has happened in 1 year. Just a few short months ago, you thought your life was over. Now it's better than ever. There's plenty of food, and the colony's safe. You even have your own bedroom. You're considering snoozing until your parents wake up when your reverie is interrupted by Cal and Tammy. They try to enter the room at the same time, get stuck in the doorframe, and laugh. Cal does a corny bow like Tammy's a princess, and she enters first, carrying cake. Happy birthday, Tammy exclaims. Cal comes in and stands behind her, his hands on her back. Cake. Wait, are you two dating? Tammy turns red and twirls a lock of hair behind her ear, not red hair, and Cal steps up proudly. We sure are, he says, looks at Tammy, who gives him a flustered, happy smile. Since the last attack, actually. She actually asked me out, he has. She's way more brave than me. Your parents wake up shortly after that, and you order up your traditional birthday breakfast feast. Your dad gives you a big squeezy hug and tells you he's proud of you. So you can get them to not date by not leveling up Tammy's confidence? Dating Tammy sounds absolutely diabolical the more we move on. Yikes. Hey, Tammy. Right, the birthday cake, of course. I get 2 cakes from you? Yikes, man. Ugh, we're gonna have to give up on romancing Tammy, I guess. Okay, well, who does that leave us with? We can't romance Cal, he's taken. We've already romanced Anemone. We could try to go for Nomi Nomi, but that's a creative. Oh, okay. Both of them at the same time. Hell yeah. Okay. We gotta go relax. So to the wall. Nope, that's not it. Relax. After the first attack on the colony, they added lookout towers to the wall. Now you have a place to hang out if you don't feel like working, and because it's all the way up here, no adults coming to ask you and run any errands. On rainy days, you take shelter under the pavilions and listen to the pitter-patter of warm raindrops on the grass roof. You can do whatever you want. Ah, this is the life. It's nice to help keep watch. Sometimes you offer to fill in, this is perception, yeah, on lookout duty so someone can go grab a meal. Maybe someday you'll be allowed to work full shift at a lookout yourself, but you find it's not as relaxing as you think. Ah, hey Selenisea. Dees pops his head up a nearby ladder and looks surprised to see someone else here. Do you mind if I sit here too? Sure, plenty of room. The two of you dangle your feet off the side and watch the valley below. Dees shuffles a little uncomfortably and doesn't say much. You wonder if this was his private spot to be alone before. I figured they'd be poly too, but all things considered. Yes, I'm keeping my memories. I bet Dees has a thing for Sim, yeah. So that was one thing, but that was the first time we went there, so maybe it'll change with more other stuff. Okay, I guess we're gonna go give cake to Nomi. I kind of have to grind Nomi up a little bit here. Oh, I guess not. If we want to romance them, that's really low. Can I give Rex? Nope. Crystals. Crystals. Okay. Crystals are a really valuable collectible. Well, I guess we'll go to explore. Oh, hey, Dees. Find Dees sitting in the mouth of one of the wall's drainage sewers. It's wet season. In wet season, excess rainwater is diverted here so it doesn't flood inside the walls. In the meantime, looks like Dees has set up a little base here. Pillows and a stash of snacks. Alien communication devices with static. He looks up from his hollow screen as you pop your head inside the drain. Hey, Selenisea, he says quietly before going back to the game he'd been playing. What you playing? Haven't heard of it. I made it myself. You squeeze into the narrow drain and sit down next to Dees. On his hollow pad is a picture of Mars, and you watch him drag a match from the sidebar to drop it on her face. Little animated flames wriggle over the picture, leaving part of it looking charred. It's pretty crude, but you think you get the point. What happened with Mars? Same thing that always happens, he says. He resets the game, then drags a bomb from the sidebar onto the picture of Mars. It's just... It explodes and the picture disintegrates. She booked my name down for every appointment with the nanoprinter because she thinks my clothes are always torn up and dirty all the time. So I got in trouble for wasting resources. Tried to tell them it was her, but Mars never gets in trouble. Everyone likes her, he mumbles, but it's fine. I don't need anyone to like me. I don't care if they hate me. I hate them. Where'd you learn how to do that? It's pretty simple, Dees says. The light from his hollow screen reflects in his eyes as he looks at you in the gloom. People on Earth used to make this kind of stuff all the time, and I have a lot of time to learn new things. Oh, I see. Goes back to playing his game, content not to talk with you. I mean, yes! I'll try. Sure. He links his hollow palm to yours, and you feel the haptics pulse as the game files transfer. You open the game and are presented with an option. Whose picture? Mars. Crystals and roots are more common. Quiet. Xeno eggs are common in pollen. Yellow flowers and dust and bobber fruits and wind. Okay. Load up a picture of Mars. Screw her. She's so bossy and mean. Dees is right. I'm trying to impress him, okay? Yeah, Rebellion! Jeez Louise. He just made... What was the name? It's called Rage... No. D-Rage? I don't remember the name. There was a little app that you could just kind of like overlay over whatever screen you were looking at, and you had like a bunch of weapons you could just unload. In a weird way, you shouldn't think about that. You spend a few hours letting off steam with Dees, loading different pictures of your classmates, commiserating about life in the colony. After a while, he even starts to smile a little bit. I don't really want to hurt anyone, he confides. Sometimes it feels like I have so many angry thoughts inside my head, there's no room for anyone else. He turns off his hollow palm, looks down at his hands. Even if it makes me feel kind of gross after, it's better than feeling numb. Ooh, the depression is hard with our homie here. To the Ridge? Where do I get Nomi Nomi friendship? That's the big question. Nowhere. To the Ridge. I don't think I've done this one before. The only way to the resting ridges is by glider, part vehicle, part kite, and all adrenaline. You land on the rocky, broken up spine on the nearest ridge and nearly fall over when you look down at the plummeting slope in the base below. You are a long way up. Dees and Utopia glide in beside you. Phew, Utopia exclaims. You handle that glider like a champ, Dees. You too, Selena. She peers down over the slope of the ridge. A lot more exciting than swamps, right? I want you two to stick together out here. It's dangerous in these ancient convergent domain ruins. Convergent domain? Ruins? You look around. The landscape is nothing like you've ever seen before. The dry, cracked soil gives way to steep cliffs, and what little vegetation here is brittle and sharp. You can feel the dry air wick away at the moisture in your lips. What the heck is that? Crystal stuff way down below? Glowy thing on the ground? Cute little noise? Oh. Glowy thing on the ground. You point it out. Utopia gives it a nudge with her foot. Beats me! You unearth the object. It's pulsing with light and warm to the touch. Hold up, Utopia says. Don't just go picking things up, Selena say. It could be radioactive, you know. Waves her holopalm crystal and checks the interface. Only a little. Whatever it is, it looks old, like thousands of years old. Been digging up glowing gadgets all over this region, but got no clue what they're for. You hang on to that one, maybe you'll figure it out. Okay. What is that crystal stuff down way below? The weird tech? Okay, cool. Oh, those? Utopia says, pointing out a crystal formation so densely packed into the ravine that looks like a sparkling river. More outcroppings of crystals decorate the slopes. They're all over the place. Be careful with them. Not sure if they're animal, vegetable, or mineral. All three! She points into the distance. There's a big island of them over there, like a glacier. Covers the whole dang place. Might be related to the convergent domain, but we ain't sure yet. Okay. What's that stone structures in the distance? Well, there are buildings here. Traces of them anyway. Maybe 10, 20,000 years old. We sure didn't put them here. Lights up at alien archaeology, baby. We've checked them out, not thoroughly. Mostly just trying to get a feel for who lived there and why they ain't here no more. Based on some glyphs, we started calling them the convergent domain. Whoever they were, they built things to last, Utopia admires. It ain't just arrowheads and cave paintings. They're real architecture. Machines, even. Tell me more. I wish I had more to tell you. Most everything we found just poses new questions. Structures read more organic than anything, so does that mean their gene tech was super advanced? As for this place, we think it's some kind of solar network for them, she says, squinting up into the two suns. Looking at it from above, you can see these big vines traveling up and down the ridges, like power lines. There's hardly any plant life elsewise, like they soaked up all the energy and made it a desert. Ow. Purely gift collectible. Yeah, they don't have any effects to use, so I can see it. What they use that energy for, and if there was a civilization so big and so advanced on Vertumna, why can't we find more traces of it? Where are the cities? Where are the thumpers for? What happened to them all? A lot of questions. So anyway, those ruins are the main thing we need you to survey while you're out here, Utopia says. But keep an eye out for anything else weird. Utopia claps the dust off her hands. Well, my job here's done. You're all set, kid. Try not to fall off a cliff. Dees jumps back on his glider. As usual, he's going to scout on ahead and catch up with you later. Western Resting Ridge. Fancy. You haven't been down to the deepest crevices of the ridges, where the crystals grow thick and the air is stagnant and dead. It's already sweltering on the ridges, but in the chasms you can see the heat warping the air almost like it's a permanent fog. Utopia says the air is so thick and still that you can't even use your glider down there. At least one thing survives in the haze, though. While you take a break for lunch one day, you can see flickers of silver dart in and out of the fog, like ripples of light on a lake. As you unpack your tiffin box, the silver flashes come up out of the fog and begin to surround you. They're animals, eyeless, almost translucent creatures about the length of your arm, trailing meters-long tentacles behind them. Their mournful hootings is magical and strange. You look them up on your holopalms. Oh, air squid babies. Wait, air squids are predators. Run. Just run. Twas plus 1 bonus. Just 9. If I do this, it's another pair, baby. 17. This is gonna suck a lot, actually. Can I turn that blue? I don't need blobber fruit. I need some. I got 40. We're gonna have to use some collectibles. Okay, how many of these we got? Oh, we got one of those? Okay, hang on. Let's be a little cautious here. Whew! duck behind some roots and keep perfectly still as the creepy creatures float around and pass you. They don't seem to be hunting for food. They must be on their way somewhere else. Until they suddenly turn back and zero in on your location. You find yourself surrounded by curious baby air squids as the tentacles begin to parse over the ground looking for you. You're not going to get eaten today. You leave your tiffin and bolt, paying no heed to the noise you're making as rocks clatter down the side of the chasm. Oh! As you run, you swear you run right past someone. Wait, where did he come from? Behind you, you think you hear him make a low hooting noise. By the time you realize the air squid are no longer chasing you, he's gone. Ooh, no thanks, band. Thanks. So we can still find Sim here. Oh, hello. I mean, it makes sense. I bet he probably lives around here. You're getting thirsty. You feel for your backup canteen, but it's missing. Some of you lost it during since you left this morning. You're all out of drinking water. Suns are high and hot in the sky, making this ground water with waver with heat haze mirages. Your mouth feels dry, so dry, and your head is starting to ache. You're pretty far from the outpost. You can make it back, but that'd be it for this expedition. You'd have to go home. Search for water. More common here makes sense too, yeah. 4, 3. Yeah, we got a straight and a double O and straight. That makes sense. Yeah, you kind of mess things up a little bit, don't you? Okay. 22. That'll be workable-ish. Trust me, I don't really care about the kudos right now, if I'm being honest. There we go. Almost never see these events. By the time I get here, I can just bypass them. Good. There's no natural water around, but in your search, you turn up your lost canteen. Wow, that was lucky. No, that was someone helping us in the background, I bet. You're trudging along when suddenly you're buffeted by a hot wind. No, like a very hot wind. Lethally hot. The ridges are already baking, but all of a sudden it feels like you're trapped in a nuclear reactor. Your skin dries out and your lips begin to crack. Eyeballs feel like sandpaper. We're running through it. You hope that you'll be able to pass through the scorching aura, but the wind keeps getting hotter and hotter. Try to turn back. You realize it's far too late. You're so thirsty. Your vision is blurring. There's a ringing in your head. You pass out. Oops. There it is. You wake up about 100 meters past the strange anomaly, which seems to have dissipated while you were unconscious. What happened? Did someone save you? Why'd they leave? One more event. Yes, good, Crystal. Beautiful little locust lands on your arm. It calmly washes its face with its forearms and vibrates its wings like it's cooling off. Ah, the poor little guy's all alone. It's not a straight or anything, man. Again, 33 is a bit steep. Speed running this team. Good. Why does this one give me more? Oh, because there's a pair there. Egg. There's no way I'm... Oh, we might be able to... Oh, I don't think that was the right idea, but I don't think it was the wrong idea. Wait, why aren't you blue anymore? You're supposed to be blue! This is fun, I can do that, yeah. Oh no. So bad! Not good. I only have the one left. Oh! But we can push through. You look look it up on your holopalm. It's Mask Wing, named because when it's frightened, it opens its wings all the way and flips them forward, making it look like a grimacing manicore. Scary. Even scarier is how much they can eat. They usually eat leafy plant matter, but they're not above eating fabric, wood, hair, or even skin. They're a swarm in dust, and it's hot places like the ridges. I didn't read your message. It's too late now. You see something out of the corner of your eye. Look up for your new friend. Oh, in the distance you see a haze above the ground. It's the locusts, each one bigger than your fist. These insectoids can eat their weight in under an hour. There are millions of them out there, and they'll be here soon. Your buddy takes off to join his friends, and you gotta go. You make it to your glider in time, thankfully. You come back to this place later in the week. What foliage there has now been stripped bare. The only things still standing are the crystals glinting in the sunlight. We gotta go home. Alright, let's see. We should be okay. We should be okay. We should be good. We're gonna be good. Are you okay, darling? You sure? Yeah? What was going on outside? Okay. Alright, we're back, folks. I'm sorry about that. Things happen in houses. Let me get this back here. Okay, I did read the message. Let's go get that stuff near my mom. One log. Good. Good, 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 good. We're gonna have to go relax on the wall. One fribbis. I prefer the chicken lasagna. Okay. Life is life in indeed. Alright. Relax on the walls. What are we, 16? We started 15? Her security chief for... Oh, I guess we could read it out loud. We have the perception for it. We can do lookout duty now. I have other better wild cards than delusions. Be gone. You're woken by the buzzing on your holopon. It's a... Holopon? It's a colony-wide alert. You rub your eyes and ponder the thickness of the air seeping into your bedroom through the open veranda door. It's an ominous but beautiful sight. The seasonal pale pink haze has turned to deep fuchsia, with scintillating silver sparks floating through it. The shimmer. Thankfully, we've all been inoculated against the shimmer, because this looks like a bad year for the airborne spores. This is when your dad would die. Rip. To be safe, you stay inside and seal your doors and windows tightly. You spend the time playing holo games with your dad. After a couple days of pollen fog passed without incident. We all got vaccinated. Take that, anti-vaxxers. Okay. Let's double check everything here. I don't know if we... Make what work? There should be an option. Woo, they like crystal clusters. So back to the ridge, I guess. We want to find our boy Sim more and more without getting stressed out, or with I don't know. No, I'm going this way, thanks. Where are the collectibles? Oh, literally you just walked around in a circle? We've already been here, right? Yep. There's the big boss encounter. You've been saved a few times from certain doom, or at least discomfort, and it can't have been a coincidence. Something, or someone, has taken an interest in you. You're being followed. You're beginning to get a feel for this place, and it's dangerous, so the next time you hear the mournful hoot of a passing air squid, you head towards it instead of away, keeping an eye out for anyone watching you from the cliffs. There, just as you think you're going to have to grab its tentacles and fly it like a kite to get your savior to show up, you see a shadowy humanoid figure appear over a nearby ridge. You make eye contact and both freeze. His almond-shaped eyes widen and his not quite human face, and he slips out of sight again. Track him! Rather than rush after him, you use your tracking skills to carefully follow his path and sneak up on him. You pounce like a manticore, and the two of you tumble to the ground. You pin his arms. Oh no, he's hot! You get a good look at his face for the first time. The long, delicate features, the odd tone of his skin, almost purple, and his glittering alien eyes. Before he can answer your questions, you jump off him and back away. Who? What is he? He brushes the dirt from his... He's such a twink. What the heck? He looks like a little emo boy. He's perfect for Deece. You already know. Brushes the dirt from his clothes and stands up tall. Very tall. You have to take another step back to get a good look at him. You catch a glimpse of pale purple wrist under his tattered black sleeves, delicate like bird bones. I am a gardener, he purrs, and you're trespassing on my planet. Planet? Okay. Now that you can see all of him, you confirm he's not human, definitely, because besides the purple tint to his skin, he's also just constructed differently. Human, but not, and taken as a whole, those little discrepancies add up to something that is decidedly alien. He laughs, a light and infectious chuckle that sounds more animal than human. It goes on for a bit too long. You think he might be poking fun at you. Actually, you're the alien here if you think about it. You do think about it. He's right. He jumps up onto a large rock and crouches, eyeing you thoughtfully. Let's make a deal, he says. He speaks with an odd inflection, putting the wrong stress on things, but the words themselves come easily enough to him. I'm not supposed to talk to you, he says. It's against the rules, but since you caught me, I can grant you one wish. He smiles mischievously. Is this a joke? I do want to know more about you. He gives you a sly look. Iron times, Lemisia. I hope we. Pauses and his eyes unfocused for a moment. He stares straight ahead, unblinking. Then he slowly stretches like a cat and stands up. Well, this has been fun, but I'm afraid duty calls. He doffs an invisible hat towards you. My name is Symbiosis, by the way. Or Sim, if you like. Okay. See if I can fix it. Good lord. Are you the first or the second? There's one save on 1 and one save on 2. We're gonna have to give this a good cleaning, but see, I know you can play this just on the gamepad. Yay, we can find him standing around in all the exploration areas. Lovely. Sorry, I know I'm getting disappointed, distracted here. Trying to help Ada a little bit. Game screen. Playing off TV using the Wii U. Okay, press minus. There we go. There we go. No. No. I mean, yes, it does need to be cleaned. I don't think she's drifting yet. It's just because Ada wants to play a game, and it's on the Wii U. And the Wii U is an ancient technology by now, today's standards. But one of the things it did was it was like the predecessor to the Switch in a way. If you want to grab like a wet wipe or something, we might be able to clean a little bit, Ben. In that it came with yes, but that's not the first time. You can grab one of these things, so this is the thing that came with it. And unlike the Switch, you can't just disconnect it and have only the screen. You have to actually press a button for it. Otherwise, it's designed to be on the big screen. Okay, so the way it works, Ada, when you're out of the pause menu, if you hit the minus button, it'll switch screens. Which it would have told you if we were looking at the actual screen, but you were only looking at the menu because we don't have access to the actual screen. That's a bit of a design flaw on their end, but again, the game was meant to be booted up first this way, and then kind of with the same thought process as the Switch, which was like, just take it off the dock. In this case, it was like, oh, press a button. Like when you see someone else wants to use the TV, press a button. Now you can play. Funny enough, Tokyo Mirage Sessions, you couldn't do that in.
Yeah, I do remember.
Alright. Let's get this stream done. Jumps behind the rocket, disappears. Literally, he disappeared. You search all around, you can find no trace of where he might have gone. Stars, you just met an alien. Hey, it's not the first alien. What is this strange device? You come across a particularly flat area, a large field of obsidian. Well, obsidian is the only word you have for it, but you've never seen obsidian this bright. It's like a rainbow's trapped underneath its glossy black surface. Like the entire ground here is polished black opal. The field glints under the sun at certain angles, momentarily blinding you. It looks slippery and shiny. Yo, let's go! Skate on right through it. That's unchangeable, so if I do this... Nah, ideally we have more than that, so I would actually want to do something like this. Except that only works like that, so if I did this... Better than nothing, but really not that great. Oh yeah, let's go. $19. $37 again is a very steep. Lord Almighty, we are not doing great. Oh, I got the stress for it. Okay, just push through. Take off your shoes and glide around in your sock feet. You take a tumble and then get a little bruised. But have a blast. Woohoo! +5, -10. Nice. Do some science while you're here. You find a patch that is a little different and take some readings. You confirm the material is not natural. It must have been created by the convergent domain, because it's the same stuff they made the thumpers out of. Silica mixed with some trace organic elements. By looking at striations in the cliffs nearby, you determine that this entire region used to be covered in a thick sheet of this dark glass rock. In most places, there is now a layer of soil over it, but if you dig down far enough, you'll probably find this layer everywhere, like the whole planet has been glassed. No wonder there's so few plants here. The convergent domain must have paved this area to discourage plant life from growing, all except for the crystals, which seem to sprout happily from the obsidian pavement. It's just telling me, this is just telling me that the planet doesn't like visitors that much. Hmm? What's up? What'd you do? Oh, it exploded. Grab yourself a fork and eat the cheese like that. There's a strange heat haze shimmer across the path ahead. Oddly, it doesn't clear up as you get closer. The mirage effect is very strong. The refracted air makes it look like there's a pool of water on the ground and plants waving around it. Something's just off about the illusion. You can't put your finger on why. Investigate. Stop giving me so high goals, it hurts. My stress can't handle it. Please. Cease and desist. 15 versus what, 11? Oof. 9, 14. Yeah, we're gonna go for 15. Let's go. This is a high level area indeed. Goodness. Oof, 18. 20 is good, but 37 is almost unattainable for us at this point. Value as wild is pretty good. Okay, hold up. If I do like that. Ooh. Ooh, it's not good enough. Oh, it's just good enough. Because this is a pair! And pairs are worth more. Are they? Yes, they are. The faster you move, the faster the mirage disperses. You approach cautiously. As you do, you realize what is wrong about the mirage. It's impossible. The plants on the other side of the haze are different. Not just wibbly-wobbly from the layers of air, but bigger and older, and it's a different time of day, evening, not morning. Then you see them. It's you. Through the heat haze, you see yourself in the distance walking towards you. You move to the edge of the mirage and peek around it, but they aren't there. You can only see them through the heat haze like it's some kind of doorway or mirror. Homie, it's a wormhole mirage? I'm going in. You take a running leap and jump through the heat haze. You're surprised to find yourself on the other side alone, with everything looking very normal. Turn around, the heat haze is gone. Pretty sure you're still where you started. It's still morning. Weird. You're walking up a trail and you're caught by surprise. It's Sim, and he's running? You're knocked to the side as he pushes past you, running in the opposite direction with barely a glance. You shout and chase after it, but after a few seconds it becomes clear you don't have a hope of finding Sim when he doesn't want to be found. You turn and continue along the path, and around the next bend you spot a familiar face. Utopia. Oh, she's collecting rock samples with a pickaxe like an old-timey prospector. Who the hell was that? Who? I didn't see anyone. Rebellion! Utopia squints at you. The man you just ran past. The tall guy dressed in black? How'd you not see him? She hikes her pickaxe off her shoulder. Whatever, just watch where you're running, okay? Gravel's loose around here. Maybe check in on the dock with Doc Instance. Get your eyes looked at. You agree, happy to be out of the conversation without any trouble, and continue on along the path before Utopia asks any more question. You walk for a couple of minutes before you see Sim again. Seems to be in good humor despite the close call. Oh, he says, leaning against a tree. It's just tiresome to be so secretive. He wipes his eyes, brimming with mirth. It is such a pleasure to be around you and Deast, to not have to hide myself. He sobers quickly. I do appreciate your discretion, he says. It's not the right time for the gardeners to be formally introduced. To do so too early would cause a great degree of chaos. Yes, even the female surveyor, he continues. I do like her, but I have learned from my limited experience with your kind that adults of your species do not react well to surprises. Guns. It's good you're here, though. I do need something from you. Data. What? Sim holds up his hands. Please do not be alarmed, he says placatingly. I do not mean sensitive information such as personnel and defenses. I mean only the contents of your digital cultural archive. Movies? Holovids? He smiles. Yes, exactly. Your holographic recordings of movies, books, music, cultural artifacts only, I promise. Why? Well, isn't it obvious? I wish to know more about your kind. I wish to learn how to... He struggles for the right phrasing. I wish to learn how to act in such a way that is not so discomforting to humans. Fine, I'll do it. Truly, he asks, clasping his hands. Oh, I thought it would take a great deal more convincing. You are surprising. It's such a pleasure. You tell Sim that you can likely find a mem drive in engineering and fill it with the data he wants. I am not... I got questions. We could flirt with him on another time. Maybe not right now. That's fair. It must be frustrating to feel as though the truth is being withheld from you. Ignorance is not a yoke your kind bears easily. Please trust me when I say... Whoa, we didn't get an actual... Interesting, okay. My inability to answer your questions is born of circumstances beyond my control and not a lack of desire on my part, he continues. I have full faith that you will know everything soon enough. Can you tell me why we keep getting attacked by a million monsters every year? Because that's kind of important. That's kind of something I want to know. He wants the YouTube. I'll give him the archive of every YouTube poop between 2000 and 2010. Cross the bridge. Very precarious natural land bridge drops down sharply on both sides here. You kick a rock over the side, but don't hear it hit the bottom. Yeah, I'm crossing. You accidentally send a few more pebbles skittering over the edge and think better than me. Okay, alright. Any other big boy events? Oh, a thumper! You find your way blocked by a massive wall. No, a hollow pillar, knocked over and lying on its side in the sand. It's absolutely massive. It stretches to your left and right, at least a kilometer in each direction, though at some points it's crumbled through enough that you could likely scale over it. Oh, Dees is here too. Check it out. Engineering challenge. Let's go. Through dialogue, not gifts. Yup. Okay, 5, and it's an engineering challenge. I'm going to put the 4 in because that's a straight, doubles our points. Let's go. I love that they locked this one. That's fantastic. 4, 6, 3. That's not what I want, really. Okay, we got 20 here. What if I did this? 21 is better. I'll put the unchangeable in. That puts us down to 25, which is a lot more manageable just in general. We can put a 6 here, a 5 there. No, I want a 3. Darn, I need a 5 here, but that'd be a 7. No! That's not a bad move, actually. Okay, so we can... okay, I'll do this. There we go. It's blue. Let's get the pair in, and that'll be it. Oof. Our best score was 35. Ooh! This looks giddy as you follow the pillar to its base, a large pyramid almost entirely lost under the sand. You brush away some of the sand and find that the pyramid is inscribed on all sides with pictures of, well, wormholes, you think. The pillar must have once stretched up into the sky. Maybe it was some kind of observatory or sacred building, or just a monument to the wormhole. Mysterious! You're too worn out to continue? Yeah, well, we're pretty much done here for the day, so... You spent the month exploring. Pauline. You and Deese are sitting on the tailgate of one of the expedition vehicles, shelling bobber seeds with your teeth and spitting the hard bits on the ground. Now and then, one of you points out something funny a passing surveyor does, or spots something under the mush trees. This is the easiest way to talk this, by not talking at all. This has always been like this. Being isolated from the other kids has made him thoughtful. Out of everyone, you think Dis might understand about Sim and be able to keep the secret. Sim has already told us that he knows. Tell Dis that you saw something interesting when you were out on the expedition. Dis perks up immediately, turning to look at you. Yeah, he asked what? I met an alien. His jaw drops and his face goes an interesting color. You're worried for a moment that he's going to be upset with you for teasing him, but no way! Dis is leaning in. But I met an alien too, Solinicea. What was yours like? This counts as flirting with Sim? Does that mean he's like listening? Tall, dark, and handsome. Let's go. He looks at a loss for words, opening and closing his mouth a few times. Wait, he stammers. Do you mean Sim? You nod, and Dee suddenly becomes extremely interested in the hem of his sweater. Sim is more pretty than handsome, I think, he mumbles. He made me swear I wouldn't tell anyone else, Dis says earnestly, in a weird expression. It's a weird expression on him. He said if other humans find out about the gardeners, we'd all be in a lot of danger. So we can talk about Sim, but we have to keep it a secret. Yeah, this will be a secret. He nods, looking serious. Good, he says simply. Good. You go back to shelling bobber seeds in silence, watching the colony go about its business. You need some time off, kiddo. Anemone has such pretty hair, and then she, like, keeps it tied up a lot. It's a beautiful day, and you spot Tammy outside the lounge, enjoying the sun. She waves excitedly as you approach. So let's say, guess what? Dr. Instance approved me for artificial insemination. I can have a baby. You knew that Tammy wanted to be a parent, but so soon? She's only a year older than you are. Seeing her sitting there, kicking her bare feet in the grass, you can't believe how young she looks. How very happy, just beaming from ear to ear. Wanting to be a mother, Tammy gazes at the horizon. It's one thing, it's maybe the only thing I've ever been really sure of. Funny thing is, I know I should feel scared, but I don't. I know I've been scared my whole life, she laughs quietly to herself. But when I think about being a mother, I only feel calm. Like, I can be brave. I can do anything, as long as it's for my baby. Even when I was younger and I took care of the children in the old creche, if they cried or were scared, that was the only time I wasn't afraid. She shakes her head. Isn't that funny? Animal. Okay. You're stronger than you think. Maybe. Is this what it feels like to have a purpose? What we're not doing is telling her that she doesn't deserve to have confidence. Her confidence is going to be at an all-time high. That's wild. We might end up romancing nobody this playthrough. I'm gonna double check with Nomi that I can't give them a gift. Though I don't see them anywhere, so here we are. Nope. Maybe, nah, they wouldn't hang around here, would they? I didn't think so. Tangent? Yeah, it looks like nobody's nowhere to be seen. Okay, I'll forgive them this time. Oh, there they are. In the same place they always are. Nope, can't give them anything. Sorry, Nomi. I wanted to give you cake or something, but... No, I just gave them treasure. Treasure? Crystal. Relax on the walls. Most of the time you're alone up here except for the occasional passing guard, but sometimes you're joined by Dis. He barely looks up as you plop down and kick your feet through the railing over the edge. He looks like he's dueling on his holopad. You see all sorts of plants, mushrooms, little creatures with too many eyes or too many legs. Has a selection of plant samples at his side, little artist paintbrushes laid out on a towel. He must be quite the junior botanist. He's not drawing plants right now, though. You'd recognize Sim's long, dark hair and his uncanny valley face anywhere. That looks nice. Thanks, you mumbles. I'm not very good at drawing him yet. Get this baby face out of here. Okay, we're in pollen. You just assume it's his OC? That's amazing. Oh, actually, I can give them this. Literally no reason. Turning it over in their hands. For me, really? I can't wait to crack it open and what makes it thick. No, there's radioactive. I'm waking up. I feel it in my bones. You find Nomi Nomi in the lounge, flanked by 2 holoscreens and dueling in a sketchbook with real paper. One holoscreen is playing an animated kid show, while the other is a wall of text. Nomi is hyperactive, ADHD, hardcore. I'm convinced. Cartoons, good, because we like cartoons. I love Turbo Girl Hyperjet Transform. Is that what you're drawing? Don't peek! Nomi's enthusiasm. Let's go! What kind of aircraft would you be? Well, okay, kind of. You see, all the cool aircraft are already taken. It's rude to do BA doubles. They press the tips of their index fingers together. It looked awful. Sometimes I draw myself, I mean, my character as like a hot air balloon. But then I think it would be kind of cool if it was the only regular human in the Turbo Girl Hyperjets. It's true. You can be unique. You can be not unique. Good job. Nomi. I don't know where I was going with that. I guess we can go survey more. Because we want to do sim, but we don't want to do sim just yet. But I feel like sim's going to give us a lot of info we don't have. And that's like, oh, hello, mother. Your mom and dad are taking a midday break in the shade of trellis and wave you over as you approach. Silnesea, come here, your dad says, pulling up a crate with his foot and patting the top invitingly. Spend time with your old mom and pop. How's your day been? Alright, I guess. Oh, he has data. Wait, where do we get the data from? Do I have to go to engineering to get it, or is it just mine? Our fearless explorer, your mom drawls, taking a swig from her canteen. She wipes her mouth with the back of her hand and passes the canteen back to your dad. Made friends with the alien life forms yet? What? Do they know about Sim? How could they? No, we're not telling anybody. Your parents chuckle at your expression. Wow, say, you know, like the little hot eyes that sneak in, or a blip bug? Oh, those kind of aliens. You thought for sure they were talking about Sim, but hey, well, they're asking. Nope, just boring old humans. Your mom and dad nod back to their old conversation. You sit with them a while and share the canteen. It's iced blep tea. You're not supposed to drink it because it makes you feel kind of buzzy, but it makes the rest of the afternoon zoom on by. Command is the purple one. No, the blue one up here, right? That would be command up there. Yeah, let's check the notice. Oh, baby, everything's banging. Would.
They're standing in a formation where no matter what, getting behind one of them is really hard.
Oh, you're fighting dark nuts? They look like knights.
Yeah.
You pass the construction yard on your way over to the depot. Rex waves you over. Hey, come take a look at this, he says, leading you over to where a portion of the heliosphere is being married. Oh, I've seen this. Yeah, he's gonna start constructing the bar now. Eh? How about we just hang out? Rebellion!
So how old is Tammy?
17 by now?
And she's been approved to be a mom?
Yeah. I think if there's anyone who's set for it, is her. Even though she didn't know how to make babies in the first place. It's Vernalia. Everyone's in high spirits as you decorate the colony square. The great tables are high piled with food, groaning under the weight of heaps of roasted and steamed vegetables, barbecued meats, stews, carafes of mulled cider, and cakes dripping with frosting and sugar bug syrup. You gather in the colony square for the usual speeches. Lum takes the stage with fanfare and applause. Hello, people of Vertumna, he exclaims with a din. Happy Vertumnalia. He takes a big theatrical breath. Do you smell that? That's the smell of victory. We humans have secured our hold on this planet, and now it's... You know what? You know what? I'm changing his voice. We humans have secured our hold on this planet, and now it's time to celebrate. Lum gestures to the sagging feast tables. Eat, drink, and be merry. The crowd cheers again. After the council members each give their annual reports, everyone starts clearing the square to set up for the Vertumnalia games. You feel the pulse of a new holo message in your palm and open it to read. Happy Vertumnalia. There's a present for you on the table. Your secret admirer. You rush over to the feast table and spot a wrapped present in among the roasted vegetables. Wow, you have a secret admirer? Databand. Yeah, it's cool. Boots it up. It's got all our favorite stuff. You search the holopalm for any hint as to who you could have made it, but you can't find anything. You'll have to ask around, but later. The games are about to begin. You assemble with the other kids for the annual games. What do you choose this year? I guess we gotta do Bake Off. Not the I keep forgetting. They're standing really close to each other, like really close. Tammy adjusts her clothing and Cal coughs. Well, let's get cooking, he says. Time to get our bake on, right? Did y'all just bone or make out while, like, right before I got here? The multi-layered cakes. You'll be in charge of designing, baking, assembling, and decorating a tower monument to sweet cake and frosting. I'm glad you approve of of Lum's new voice. I do not remember. Gonna be in the 40s. Oof. That right there's a big oof. Oh, that's not even straight anymore. Alright, nope, 25, 23. I could maybe... Oh yeah, the fish gives you... That's right. +1 is going to give us a 10 total? I mean, it's Verdinelia, we can just push through, okay. Yeah! Your cake is an architectural marvel, easily in the running for the best thing ever created in Vertumna for sure. It's 4 tiers and decorated with delicate hand-sculpted floral details and piped frostings. It's delicious too. The best part is eating it, of course. After the festivities, everyone descends on the feast. You heap your plate with more food than you can eat in 3 sittings. When all the food is gone and sunset has broken the heat of day, people break out their instruments. Everyone dances well into the night. I bet Mars is happy that I'm not wiping the floor with her every year now. Mars is painting her nails outside command. Her head is bobbing along to something only she can hear through her ear speak. She shoots you a distracted smile when she sees you, gesturing to turn off her music. What's poppin', Selenesea? Oh, yeah. We have to pick our secret admirer. I don't... Oh... We'll say it's Nomi Nomi. Are you my secret admirer? You got a secret admirer? That's so romantic. I wonder who it is. Either they're a liar or you're on the wrong track. Okay, okay, so they... No, Nomi's just non-binary. Are you my secret admirer? Uh-huh. It's not. Huh. Yeah, Deesa's gotta be my next guess, I guess. I got it first try last time. I assumed it was Anemone. I thought you chose. I guess it's not like that? Hmm. How quaint. Not Vase. Go away. I hate you. No, where's your brother? Did I just ignore him? I bet I walked past him and didn't even see him. There he is. Are you my secret admirer? So what if I was? Don't make a big deal about it. Are we going down the fast track of flirting with Deez? Deez stops and turns towards you slowly like you can't believe your word. What? Why? I guess we're kissing him. Nope, he didn't like that. You know what that means. Save his feelings. He might actually be like... Okay, I won't make a big deal out of it. Good. And throws the rest of the gear to the vehicle. Skitters away before he has to enjoy this conversation any longer. Alright, well, we know who the secret admirer is. I don't know that it did anything for us. It boosted his friendship to 50. I don't think we're going to be dating him this playthrough because of how low his friendship is, like, relatively speaking. Engineering, huh? That's not engineering, is it? Nope. Engineering's the purple ones over here. Download data. Sim asks you for data on human culture, television shows, music, books, things like that. You have unlimited access to Congruence's media archives through your holopalm, but for Sim it would be a little more complicated. You will need a physical storage unit with enough memory to contain a chunk of holo archives. Professor Hal, can I get one? Physical storage media, eh? We don't use many of those, do we? Most everything's networked. He's happy to help, though, and tells you to come with him into his workshop where he repairs robots. He starts rummaging around in a desk, then another desk, then a footlocker in a cabinet. He sticks his tongue through his teeth while he wiggles his arm all the way to the back of a set of drawers. What do you need it for anyway? Your holopalm on the fritz? I can look at it for you. Let's lie. Rebellion! You tell him you're gonna back up some special photos and vids on it, just in case the HoloNet goes down. Hal looks guiltily at Congruence's monitor, which is currently dark. Yeah, I don't like to think about it, but this old girl's gonna break down eventually, he says quietly, like she can hear. Not for a long while yet, probably not until you've got grandbabies, but when she does, no one's gonna know how to fix her, even I couldn't. I'm not gonna say I'm not ready to say goodbye yet, he continues, not by a long shot, which is why I keep the robots going too. Even the ones that were antiques when we left Earth, he hands you a tiny cylinder size of your pinky finger. Well, here it is. You can plug it in here and copy whatever you need from the HoloNet onto it. I'll leave you to it. You can start by carefully copying your very favorite vids and games. Realize there's a ship ton more room on this tiny device. Sweep in several thousands more vids, as well as the entire contents of the school's learningpedia. That should be enough for, well, a lifetime. You pull out the unit and admire it. It has a tiny holo projector at one end with a gesture sensor, just like your holopalm. Oh, so it's not just a USB key. And I mean, just genetic alteration is so cool. You didn't take a gene augment? Interesting. Anemone's gene augment is that she has scales when she gets hurt. They're very pretty, I agree. Let's see if we can go behind Sim. I don't know how to upgrade our defenses. Oh, is this the same year? Yeah, it is. We went really early last time. Oopsie! I think we might have just wasted the month again. Sun goes behind a rain cloud, and you feel a light spattering of rain. It sizzles into the dry, hot ground around you, providing a little relief from the heat of the day. Then you realize you don't see a single cloud in the sky ahead of you, and it almost never rains in the western ridges. Plants you rely on nighttime dew for moisture. Look up. I heard a float. Oh, they're peeing on me. This wasn't rain. It was float cow piss. Try to dodge another shower that splatters down on you, soaking your head and shoulders. Ah, gross. At least it evaporates quickly. Well, that's how they, like, figure out their... Sim, I know you're around here. We still haven't found the boss event, apparently. There he is. Hello. For once you see Sim before he sees you. He's crouched just off the path, staring at a flower, his face blank. He doesn't react as you approach, so you watch him for a while. He's so perfectly motionless you'd think he was a plant too. His eyes are unfocused. Is he accessing some kind of mental interface? Eventually you clear your throat. Sim carefully stands up and turns to face you. For a moment you're not sure if he recognizes you, then he tosses his head and a grin leads to his face. Solanacea, you caught me checking in with the boss. Is your boss that flower? No, of course not. That flower's my great aunt. You look at the flower. It's part of a dense vine that fills much of this end of the valley. You're not sure whether he's joking this time. I want to see... Yeah, we leveled up... Wow, that goes up fast. My boss, as I told you, they aren't fond of change, he replies. They're also very much like your boss. What's she named? Utopia. He lifts his head to the side. Her name word is fitting, isn't it? He name word? Okay. He lays one finger against his chin. I appreciate that she always reminds you not to get yourself killed. I wish you'd listen to her. I mean, I can take care of myself. His eyebrow arcs eloquently. I'm not sure you realize just how many times I've had to help you with that. If the boss finds out I'm talking to you, I'd be in trouble. So, shh, he murmurs and puts his fingers through the... Why keep talking to me? Because you're the person of my dreams, literally, he replies. I can't seem to stay away from you, and because you humans are different, he continues. I'm so bored of everyone else on this planet. The other gardeners, my boss, they have everything on Vertumna just the way they like it, and don't want the teeniest thing to change. It's boring. See that tree? He points to a large tree with many long limbs dripping from it and embedded into the ground. That tree was a small creature for part of its life cycle. You call it the vriki. Once it plants its roots, that's where it stays for the rest of its life. The gardeners spend time as trees too, sometimes hundreds of years. If you do that enough, you start to think like a tree, set in your ways. Yeah, I did not miss that. I didn't comment on it, but I didn't miss the fact that he's dreaming about us. Yeah, I'm dreaming about him. Oh. Okay. I see you're saying maybe no stress with this one. He spreads in hand, an earnest expression on his face. When I watch you, when I talk to you and learn about your species, I feel inspired. I feel young again. You can shapeshift? Don't you think my looking human is a bit of a coincidence? He replies, and motions to his body with a sensual flick of the wrist. It is a rather handsome body, though, don't you think? I happen to think I did quite well. I'll say... Did that work? No. You have so many more questions for this man, or gardener, or whatever he is, but as soon as you open your mouth to ask another, Sim cocks his head as if listening and holds up a hand. I'm sorry, but I must away. And with that, he's gone, off to protect the wild or rescue damsels or whatever. Maybe he's just avoiding your question. I'm gonna go that was the answer, yeah. Hello? Weird. Closed area. See, I don't want to just waste the rest of the month, though. Also, he didn't get his data. Hang on at cottoning. You punk. Come back here. I got data to give you. Yeah, we could just look at him. Here. Oh, wait, no. Brought the data you asked for. I knew it! I dreamed about it last night in my vat. In your what now? Never mind. Let me have the hard drive. Answer a question first. He crosses his arms, but from his smile you can tell he's amused by your little game. Okay, I'll answer exactly one question he loves. What is it? What's with those thumping... No. What's with those thumping ruins? Yeah. As your surveyors suspect, they were made by those you call the Convergent Domain, he tells you. They built cities and created the gardeners. They then ruined everything and left, about 20,000 years ago, give or take. What do they do? One question. They help us serve our purpose, and that's already one question too many. He makes reaching motions toward the data drive. Hand over the data drive, and Sim takes it reverently, staring at it as if he could see what's inside. Marvelous, he says, like a genetic payload, except with digital data instead of organic. What will I learn from this trove, I wonder? You're still puzzling over the implication of the phrase genetic payload as he continues. I think that's called a nut. The other gardeners are so tedious and obsessed with their work, he complains. They're more concerned with maintaining equilibrium than experiencing new things. They don't understand that novelty is what make life interesting. He slips the data drive into his sleeve. Thank you, Selena Seiya. I would treasure this. Okay, so we're gonna leave. Maybe? I don't want to just up and leave, but I do have to end very soon. Nice. Nice. I can just skirt around that one. I can't just skirt around this one. Path ahead is blocked by a field of snaking vines and brambles. They're flowering, enormous happy hop blossoms swaying in the shimmering heat waves. You could push through them, but your hull pump beeps a warning. Radiation warning! Flowers seem to be highly radioactive. Far too radioactive for the mild shielding your suit provides. Luckily, you analyze these radioactive plants and know how to pass through safely. Push through, I guess. 20 stress. Uh oh. Yeah. Oh, yeah, we're gonna be sick. Yahoo. I guess we should have done the actual notification. Okay, what's this do? Expeditions have been collecting energy readings from this area, tracing the invisible ley lines of power like the one from the thumper that brought you here in the first place. They've pointed you to this cave, a nexus of power at the convergence of many lines. You can feel the energy is different here, like a barely perceivable hum that prickles upon the back of your neck, like something's watching you. It's like this was some sort of important place for the Convergent Domain, Utopia says, leaning on her glider. I've sent teams through, but it gets mighty tight in there. Yeah, I'm hoping you and Deese might have better luck wheeling in there, she continues. Might be the caves inside open up again. If they do, take plenty of readings, report back to me. Deese is vibrating beside you on nearly same frequency as the weird power fluctuations. This is a real deal, he whispers mostly to himself. It's hard to shake the feeling of being watched. In fact, you're sure. Yes, of course, there he is. You can see Sim's mysterious form up there, watching you from a nearby ridge. Holds up his hand in greeting when he sees you looking. Utopia nods and leaves you to it. What's the plan? your caving equipment. You get the headlamps, a little recording drone, and the floodlight attachment, tiny buzzing flying thing that circles around your heads and sometimes illuminates what you want to look at. It's intelligent, which just means it just won't do what you want. D's bats at it in annoyance. Oh, I'm injured. Utopia's also left you an anti-grav belt with a warning to practice extreme caution while spelunking down there. They make you lighter than you can, so you can climb more easily and won't hurt you so as much. You ensure that Utopia's good and gone before you and Deese kick up your gliders and go talk to Sim. He looks delighted when you land beside him. You're getting warmer, he sings songs. Hot, very hot. He rests his weight on his hands and kicks his feet over the ledge. I'm not supposed to tell you anything, he confides, but it's just so interesting to watch you figure things out. Humans! So curious and so smart. Stammers and turns red. Deese stammers and turns red. Looks like you're not getting anything out of Sim, though. You grumble and glide back. Okay, enter the cave. Oh, this is gonna suck, isn't it? The narrow entrance leads to a bigger room that animals have clearly used as a den. It's enormous, with glowing mushrooms on the walls and piles of bones in some crevices. In some places, the walls are made of iridescent convergent domain obsidian, like this was once a great hall millennia ago. You can feel a cool breeze coming from somewhere, but it'll be tricky to find in the dark. 95! Oh, good lord. Yeah, I can't just push through. I don't want to waste the wild value, because that could give us a straight way down the line. Okay. 8. Oh man, this is gonna blow. Oh no. Hard is wow, that's actually okay. Hold up. We might have to come back. I'm thinking 26 is half of what I need. 15 means I can overcome 3 points. Yeah, we're gonna have to give up. Alright, defeated. We didn't even get the best we could, but it wasn't really that. Fail to find a route deeper in. The tunnels are run around all over the place near the surface and follow a random one of you. You follow a random... Following a random one of them, you get lost and pop up outside half a click away. But you just know there's something big down there. Yeah, we can try it again. But for now, we're gonna go back. Yeah, we have a bit of time before glow, so that's good. We can push through maybe if we relax and then come back during wet season. But for now, we are going to call it a day. We are done. Oh, cool. We are done for the day as time is up. I hope you folks enjoyed, but before we leave, we got to talk about Operation Olive Branch. So, making it real quick, if you don't know already, Operation Olive Branch, you can summon the links up from my Twitch chat by typing an exclamation point OOB. And then that gives you the link to their GoFundMe and their link tree, which has all sorts of information you can get that I will not be talking about today because I just make it a quick spiel. So, Operation Olive Branch is a charity/relief organization that collects funds to help people evacuate the Palestinian Gaza Strip, as there is an ongoing genocide there. To make it as quick as possible because my time is very short. You talk about it, look it up. Israel's trying to do a genocide on the Gaza Strip and on the Palestinian folk. It's pretty bad. It's been going on for 75 years, but also the bombings have been going on since October 7th, 2023. And yeah, the more we talk about it, the better it spreads, the more people know about it. If you have $1,000 or more in your bank account, please donate $5 to Operation Olive Branch. If you have less than that, $1, please. I think that's about as fast as I can. Not because I don't care, but because I need to go. So, I hope you folks have a fantastic afternoon. We'll be back tonight with Tales of Xillia 2 if everything goes well with me and Ada. By that I mean if we're both energized enough to actually stream tonight. Yeah, hope you have a good afternoon. I already said that, but hey, free Palestine. Bye.